Yes.
All right. Well, now that we got the tushy ritual out of the way,
Butts.
it's really
What's my
satisfying.
fucking card number? Oh shit.
Jesus Christ.
5.
Say it out loud. So it's recorded.
No.
One.
Wait.
Include
Actually,
your
maybe.
expiration date and your security code. And the name that's on the card. Please. For no particular reason.
Oh, nobody.
Okay. Well.
Okay. So, as a recap for what we did last time with our little crew, you all had vanquished the Oni and were stuck inside of his fucking butcher basement, basically, and escaped it after finding the door was locked and deciding, you know what, one of us could fly. So we just did that.
Whoosh.
Whoosh. And then proceeded to knock down the door and explore the manor, which you found was pretty,
Empty.
empty and not well kept, and covered in spider webs and cobwebs.
Corpsey.
Just a little rundown.
There was one corpse. You found Stout Ale dead upstairs with a horrified expression as he's kind of mummified.
But that's skipping way ahead. We found a creepy maid.
And you found a creepy maid who apparently has no soul.
Yeah, that was sad.
So that's sad. You all explored the rest of the manor, or house rather. Found some interesting belongings. Took it, because why not?
Hell yeah.
You left
I know.
Stouto's body at the door so that he could be properly dealt with.
After some fucking shenanigans.
And a little bit of shenanigans, but that's okay.
Benny Hinn hijinks.
You took the maid, whose name was
Chenchi.
Genjika, and you took her to the Silken Thorn so that they could take her in and kind of give her a home. No, they're not gonna horror. God damn it!
Oh my god.
Sorry.
My God. Anywho, you brought her back to the Silken Thorn. You chose with Soy Fun and Gotch informed her of what happened and what the fuck was going on, and she was like, "Wow, that's crazy shit." And I was like, "Well, I guess that's that." And then Eldon decided that he informed you that he had to go back to his duties, so he's returning to one of the Order's outposts.
He showed us
And
where it
informed
is.
you. I already did, but I'll do it again if you
No,
really want.
He gave no.
Forced
I was
to.
just saying he showed us where it was on the map. It was cool, right there.
That's right. He showed it right there. That's where it is. So, and then he set off for the day,
I miss Elton.
and informing Otto and the rest of you that if you wish to come and find out more about Otto's whole deal, you can. If you wish, but you don't have to, but you'll be welcome.
Found out Otto had a soul or something.
He's got something in him.
Powered by orphan souls.
It's powered by orphan souls!
Oh no.
Goddamn orphans.
And if that handled, you all set out making use of the coin you just earned to purchase things. And then, yeah, you sit down for the night, celebrating a little bit for your successful mission. All things being to be accounted for. So you were all wondering what you're going to do next as you sit down for bed.
Probably sleep.
You all slept, or sleep in, or stay up all night. Oh, you do your own things, I guess. Or do that. That's too.
Ooh, I have an NPC here now on my list.
We do have UA on our list.
Yes, she now has stats. I gave her stats, everybody.
Yay.
Oh, I get to see her torso. It's there.
Fuck yeah.
Mhm.
That's a nice torso you got, girl.
Damn, baby.
That's my mom.
Stop drooling over her mom.
What,
his mom.
What time of day is it right now?
Well, are you asking post or pre going to bed?
Wait.
Do you want to start the night?
Do you want to do something before you all go to bed, or do you want to try to do something in the morning?
I want to go buy flowers for my room.
I mean, it's easy enough to do. Some of the girls probably even bring you flowers if you ask.
Oh,
I mean, it's a little bit of a party. People are kind of celebrating.
okay.
Take a fucking
Bring me-
copper from the man, goddammit.
I'm going to give copper to one of the workers and say, "Give me some of the flowers from my room."
She kind of takes the copper, like shrugs, and goes out and presumably goes to get flowers. You don't know, but when you go to your room later that night, there are flowers in your room now.
Yay!
Fuck
I
yeah.
like flowers.
Is anyone else going to do what? What's up?
Are
What's
we
up?
supposed to be able to see UA stats or not?
Yeah.
Can you not?
No.
No,
No, we
You
just
see
have
your
a
sheet
picture.
though, right?
Nope. Just
just your
her.
picture.
Just the
That's
picture.
fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I can show you. Actually, no, I'm not going to show you to you.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm just asking.
She can do a few things, but we'll get into that later when it becomes relevant.
She has
Ah.
flowers.
Does anyone else want to do anything else before they go to bed tonight?
Before going to bed, Triel's actually going to ritual cast Find Familiar.
Okay, you're going
Oh.
to summon a familiar, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, what? You're doing this in your room, I assume.
Yeah.
All right, so you sit down, you draw a circle in the floorboards with some chalk to create the circle, and you summon your familiar. And what do you summon?
I am summoning a Fey spirit in the form of a small spider.
Okay.
Wow, that's
So-
terrifying.
Magic starts to swirl around you as fire kind of lights up along this magic circle, and eventually coalesces in the center, and pop, and pops in the form of a small Fey spider.
I hate it.
It kind of shifts back and forth on the floor, kind of looking at you. It just
Wait.
kind of stares.
I have a question. It's very important.
Yes,
How big of a fucking
Mhm.
spider is this thing?
it's not. Well, it's up to Tony. How big is it exactly?
It's about standard spider size. It's
So
not
probably-
a big one.
So about the size of a
It-
quarter or something? We're not talking like fucking
Maybe
tarantula?
about almost big of like your palm.
Well, that
Maybe.
Is,
Tarantula.
that
No,
is
thank you.
not fucking
It
the
is
standard
not a
spider
tarantula,
size.
No.
Well, it's up to
It's
Tony.
not a tarantula, no.
Okay, so it's a bit of on the smaller spider.
We got a little spider friend.
A
It's
little
like a common basement spider, kind of big, kind of intimidating.
I could resist
Like
screaming at the
this.
sight of that.
You could probably crush it though if you wanted to.
Yeah, probably. It has 1 HP. I believe. Familiars have 1 HP.
I think so.
But yeah, your familiar spider kind of shuffles back and forth, and then it starts crawling onto your shoulder. Kind of sits there.
I'll let it sit
Whoa.
there for a bit. When I'm ready to go to bed, I'll dismiss it.
He so he kind of sits on your chest, and then you kind of maybe snap your fingers, and a little poof of flame, he just kind of disappears.
Trail flips the fuck out. Where's my goddamn food order? And throws the spider against the wall.
I want goddamn room.
Where's my goddamn pizza?
Oh, fucking pizza. Why is it on the other side of town?
I want
Okay,
to
so-
snoop.
What are you stupid on?
Okay, so everybody's partying downstairs, right?
Yeah.
Miles.
It's pretty much just the only people who are here are your party and the girls who work in this district
Okay.
or just live here.
There's never any guys here. Are these girls like uggo?
No?
Okay.
Shops have been
Remember
closed
they
for-
closed
They're
up shop.
closed for the
Yeah.
day.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's the back rooms and stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's kitchens and stuff. Girls are bringing out food. There's a cook back there.
Okay, well, I don't want to go in the kitchen.
Okay, you're gonna snoop into the kitchen? Are you gonna sneak?
No, not the kitchen.
No? Oh, okay.
There's.
Where are you going? What are
There's
you
the
looking
back
for?
room we were in before, right?
Right, that was the meeting room that you had Zayfon in before where you discuss things.
What the fuck is Zayfon always skulking about?
Yeah, she's kind of on the floor, just kind of sitting around smoking on her pipe,
Okay.
enjoying the company.
I want to... Let's see. So it's just like a meeting room and a kitchen downstairs? There's no...
I mean, there's more rooms, but that's all you've seen.
Okay.
There's some rooms you don't know what they are, but there are more rooms.
I want to snoop.
You want to sneak in the back and see what you could find?
Yes.
Alright, again, are you being
I'm
sneaky about this?
Yeah.
Okay, then give me a stealth roll and see how sneaky you are.
I was just gonna
Oh, he's sneaky.
Sneak boy.
act casual, whistle a little bit, look left and right, kind of check out one
Natural
of these
one.
doors in the corner of his eye. Fucking run
Wow!
into a wall, run into a wall and make a commotion, draw everybody's attention.
Yeah, so here's what happens. You go to sneak in the back. You look around, you whistle a bit. You feel like you're being inconspicuous. You turn to go to the door swings open and hits you right in the face. And the cook comes out and is like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't see you there. I'm so sorry." She puts the plate and checks to make sure you're okay.
I would like to scream as a free action.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like,
Lyle yelps in pain and is like, "Oh, ow, ooh," and he puts his hand over his nose and is like, "Oh," and then he sees the cook and he's like, "Hey,
she looks concerned.
don't worry
Are you
about
okay?
it." He
I'm so sorry. I didn't.
he immediately takes his hands off his face, starts playing it cool, gives her a sly smirk, maybe a little blood running down his nose.
So he kind of takes out a towel and starts like dabbing her nose like a. This is an older woman, so she's like, let me. It's. Are you okay? Are you alright?
Yes, I'm quite all right, ma'am. Thank you for your
all right.
for your concern.
Can I get you anything? Do you want some food? Get some bread here.
I could use a drink.
Well, I got that too. She goes back to the counter and kind of pulls out a mug and starts pouring some ale and hands it to you. Here you go.
Lyle's not so keen on snooping anymore. All right, I guess I'll leave it at that.
That was perfect. That was great.
Lyle's in character. He's fucking done with this shit.
It's like, all right, this is my day. This is not today.
Not gonna push my luck.
It's too late for this shit.
It kind of makes me wonder, though. I haven't really asked this, but since we've seen the brothel a few times now, have we seen all of it, or is there like some stuff in the back that we haven't like gotten a look
There
at?
are rooms in the back.
Literally what I was doing.
Yeah, I know it was what you're doing. I'm asking instead of getting hit by a door.
From what you saw when you were in the back, like meeting with Zay, there are more rooms, which you presume are like offices or maybe quarters or just like employee rooms for the employees to do whatever they need to do. Meeting rooms, whatever. You don't know what's exactly back there, but there's more rooms back there. As far as like the rest of the place, there are at least 3 floors. This is a big place, so there's this first floor. It's got a few rooms. The second floor and the third floor have most of the actual rooms to stay in and do things.
Things.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Make the sex.
The sex.
Boobies.
Have to talk. Do the cuddle.
Hell in the hole.
Down the hole.
Goddamn.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Pass the boot.
And like the bottom floor has all like the tables for eating and whatnot. And the bar and all that.
Okay. Alright. I just want a picture in my head of this place a little more elaborate.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think my character, I'm good to go to bed.
Okay. Is anyone else going to do anything before they go to bed?
Yep. What time is it? Still like the evening right now?
It's about evening, so it's about 9 going to 10.
Darn. I was hoping we were gonna get time before the evening.
What do you want to do?
Oh, I actually wanted to visit someplace in town, but if it's late in the evening,
Let's do it first thing in the morning.
yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? Are we all good?
Otto's gonna try his hand at eating a stone fruit. He's not
Stone
very
fruit?
good at it. Yeah.
I was gonna get
What
drunk
is-
and dance on a table.
What is a stone fruit?
It's like a peach or something.
Nice.
That's what they're called. Plums, peaches, stuff like that.
Okay.
Stuff with pits.
Yeah.
Well, you brought them, and some of the girls watch you try to eat them, and you always just kind of like, oh, so, no, out of the way. She has to clean you every time you make mess.
He's trying to get better at it. It's not working.
You always just got like a squirt bottle in her inventory. And just flush it around.
Stop it. Bad auto. Bad robot. Okay.
It's yummy.
Well, I'm glad, but wait, can you actually taste that?
No.
Roll deception.
I love this robot boy. Okay. And Adam, you want to do anything?
No, Adam is satisfied with the purchases he has made, so he is good.
Just so. Okay. All right then. Everyone goes to bed then.
What about
He's
Gazelle?
gonna lay down for the night.
What's Gazelle doing?
You didn't ask the great sorcerer Gazelle what he's
Oh.
gonna do.
I thought Gazelle said something. Okay, Gazelle, what do you want to do? Do anything?
Nah, I'm good.
Alright. Alright. Well, you all have a good time. You all have a good drink. You nurse your bloody noses and all that. And you all lay down for the night. In your comfy rooms on the second floor and some on the third. And then just kind of go to bed for the evening. And it's a pretty good night. You all have a good night's sleep. And eventually, morning comes.
Yeah, morning.
Got quiet. Oh.
And then the morning comes. Who is the first one to wake up?
I am he.
Wei, you're gonna wake up first?
Yeah, probably.
Alright, well then you have spoken up first, so you get to wake up first. Wei, you awaken. You pull yourself out of bed, you kinda give a stretch, you kinda get yourself ready for the day. And then what's your passive perception?
That's a good question. Is that just my wisdom modifier?
It's, let me, should have it on here.
Oh, there we go. I actually have a stat block for it. 13.
13? Yeah, it's sufficient. So you get up, you get ready for the day, you kind of put your clothes on, you kind of are just kind of minding your business, and then you realize you kind of see the sun outside, so it's like not a little bit into the morning. There's sunlight, but it's weirdly quiet.
Oh.
You don't hear much commotion. There's like, the sounds of like the working of the inn brothel, much going on at all.
Interesting.
There is like one. There are two voices talking, however, muffled very much so, but coming from outside your door.
Screaming is a free action.
Just a reminder.
I guess I'll get close to the door, not open it though. Just kind of try and listen, which is probably a roll I have to do.
Just see if you can like differentiate the voices.
Time to eavesdrop.
All right. What is that? Perception? D20, where are you at? That's a D12. 18.
18 is very good. So, you get close to the door and you start listening in. And you hear two voices. One you recognize. One is Zayfuan.
Okay.
She appears to be having this conversation, and she is... Well, you can't tell exactly what she's saying, but she sounds kind of terse a little bit. You can't tell exactly what she's saying, but she's speaking with another voice, a more masculine one.
Hmm.
Seems to be like a tense conversation going.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. What do you do?
Well, let's break the tension. I'm just gonna walk out.
All right. You open the door, and you kind of walk. Are you gonna just like? So you're on the second floor. So there's a railing. So
Mhm.
you step out. So you're not immediately visible to this first floor. Are you going to just walk up and just look down, or are you going to? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna handle this?
I'm gonna play cool. I'm gonna walk out, look down as I kind of, walk my way towards the stairs like I would, normally do.
So the first thing you see is Zayfwan with two of her girls behind her, the ones that carried spears, just kind of standing behind her, just kind of not too close to the table, but close enough. And opposite her are two not guards, but soldiers in armor that you've seen before from
The armor
yesterday.
from the ship.
Armor from the ship. The two grunts you'd seen. They too are standing at attention, though they do not have spears. They are just standing behind another individual, one you also recognize, who's seated at the table in his helmet, set beside him on the table as he sits confidently across from Zayfon. And this is his face.
Oh, look at this man.
And to remind you
Goku?
what his armor looks like,
That's the fucking bad guy from Final Fantasy 12.
Does look like Vayne a little bit.
that guy,
Oh yeah.
he's wearing that armor.
Oh shit.
Okay, so it's Vayne and Xenos. It's as they, had some kind of nightmare baby. Got it.
Sure.
I feel like I can
Yeah,
find
we
go
all
with
got
that.
fucking Kingdom Hearts Xehanort.
Anyways,
Anyways,
Well, I'm not gonna be a good person for this roleplay because, for the record, I don't have my spear on me.
Time out.
But
My food's almost here.
and Wei has a purpose right now, so he's just gonna kind of start making his
Yeah,
way
man.
down the stairs and towards the door.
okay. So you step down the stairs, and you're spotted by everyone in the center chamber, because there's no one else there. It's just the six of them, just having a conversation. They all turn and look at you. Zayfon kind of looks tense as she spots you. And then the guy sitting across from her just kind of has his fingers touching each other as he kind of looks at you and kind of smiles a little bit. Kind of nods at you. Good morning.
And a wave. Good morning.
And who might you be, my good sir?
Why, I am Wei Tenfeng. I'm not
Wei
really well
Tenfeng.
known in these areas.
Interesting. And where might you be going this good morning, my good sir?
I'm actually on my way to the local church.
Oh, really? Well, don't let me stop you. We are just having a conversation, so I would appreciate some privacy. So, if you would just be on your way. He just kind of turns and stops paying attention to you.
Wei kind of two-finger nod, like salute thingy, and makes his way out the door. And the door shuts, just kind of stands there and sees if he can listen in just a little bit before walking off.
So you go outside?
Yeah.
Okay. You open the door and you head outside into the sunlight. There's people about, but you also notice guards and some more soldiers are nearby. They're not hiding themselves. They're around in a good number. Just kind of standing attention in different parts of the street, but they're there. A lot of them.
Oh.
And are you going to listen to the conversation still?
Probably not. I mean, can I see the map again? Where we're at?
Sure. I'll bring us all there. And ran. So you guys are in this building.
Oh, that does not zoom in. This button zooms in.
Neat.
Alright, we're right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just came out right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Technically speaking, where is the church located?
I mean, there's a few churches. There's this here that was a shrine.
I'm too zoomed in. I did not see that.
Mm-hmm.
It's the shrine that was
There.
outside the building we burned down.
Okay,
Yep.
got it.
There's a shrine there. There's a shrine over here,
Okay.
Far edge of town.
and then there's another shrine on the outskirts of town over here.
I keep missing these pings. I'm too zoomed in. Damn it.
Boop and boop. And
Alright, we're gonna head towards this one.
okay.
But as I'm kind of doing so, you say there's guards and they're all around like the front, so kind of like
They're
around
kind
here.
of there are like kind of on the street patrolling. So there's some like at this intersection, this intersection.
Okay, I'm going to at first. I'm gonna kind of cut through the back and go towards like the garden.
Okay. Are you trying to stealth, or are you
Yeah,
just...
just play it cool. They see me. They see me. I'm not doing anything bad.
They take notice of you, but they do not follow you. They do watch you though, as you head through the back.
I wish I had the message spell.
You do see some of the girls kind of huddled a little bit near the back of the brothel, just kind of listening in, just looking kind of nervous. There's a tense air back here as you kind of look at the other businesses around. The doors are closed, but some of them are just kind of peering out.
Gotcha. I'm gonna approach the group for just a moment.
The one that's kind of huddled near the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Two of the girls there, who are the working girls, kind of looks like, what are you doing out here?
I have someplace I need to go, but I don't think I can go back in there. It'd be really suspicious if I did.
I think
think-
something's going down.
Do you think one of you can get in there and wake the others? You all work here. Take someone some breakfast.
I think some of us were already going to... Alright, I'm going to go see how it's going. And then one of the girls kind of runs off into the back, near the kitchen. Another back room. Just kind of goes inside.
Okay.
The girl was just kind of listening. I was like, I heard the guards are kind of looking for suspects for the fire last night, or a couple of days ago.
Oh. Might want to slip a note under someone's breakfast and so they know to lay low.
Right. I think okay.
Just put it under a waffle. It'll work.
Right. Waffles.
All
What
right.
are you gonna do?
Well, I told them I was going to church, so I think I have to go to church.
Well,
I can't lie. I guess God will be mad at me.
do you want to cloak?
I don't want
to
Roger to misfortune me.
Do you want to cloak to hide your face or something?
I
Just
mean,
in case?
I'm kind of wearing a cloak and I have my straw hat. I'm good.
Okay. Well, be careful, Way.
Will do.
Come back soon.
Boop, boop, boop. Yep.
Okay. While you're running off, kind of trying to make your way through the busy streets to go to the shrine.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I have to play cool. There's no...
Yeah. Yeah. The rest of you, starting with, let's just do a random number. Let's say 6. All right, Tori. I guess you're gonna be first because you're the next one from the bottom.
I think Storm's still up getting his food.
I'm here.
Oh,
Okay. All right, Tori. You, as you're kind of groggily starting to get up, you hear a knock on your back wall.
Okay.
Near kind of where the window is, but the window is kind of higher above it. It's kind of knock.
Like a kind of knock.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not on the door, but on the wall.
Who is it?
Are you awake?
Yeah, what's going on?
Come here. There's something going down.
What do you mean?
There's guards everywhere. The soldiers from that boat that came into dock yesterday. They're all around.
They're in the brothel?
Yeah, the head guy, I think, is in there. He's talking with Zayfon.
Well, what does he want?
I don't know.
Are they looking for us?
Maybe I heard some of the girls talking about the guards putting up posters, I think.
Where are these posters?
I don't know. I just heard.
Okay. Look, get everybody else up and tell
Sure.
them tell them to go and meet. No, wait, we shouldn't meet up at the same place.
We can get you guys to the back rooms here. You hear like a twist of something behind the wall, and a panel turns and kind of reveals this passage, and revealing one of the girls who's talking. And just kind of gestures like, you can come through here.
Okay. I'm gonna grab all my stuff and then I'm gonna crawl into the space with her.
Okay, we'll start going to get everyone else.
Okay. I'm just gonna follow you.
Okay. So then next going to Triel, and again, knocking on the wall.
Trio gets up and trying to figure out where the knocking's coming from.
You hear it coming from not from the opposite from the door, so it's just kind of like on the wooden wall. Hello? Are you awake?
Yeah. What's going on?
I think there's trouble. You need to come with me. And then the wall kind of twists, opening another passage. And then you see
Alright.
Tori, and
I'm gonna wave Trio on, like, come on, let's go.
Alright, Trio's just gonna get her stuff and follow along.
okay. Then next, Adam hears a knock on his door, and then Gazelle, all the same.
So they actually got a knock on the door.
No, well, not the door, but the walls.
Oh, okay.
From these sacred passages behind the walls.
Adam just kind of tilts his head, but sort of replies by knocking on the same kind of general.
You hear a yelp. Ah! I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. I expect you to say something, like hello or something. And then you hear a twist of the wall, and then the wall turns and opens, and you see some of the rest of the party starting to gather. It's like, you need to come with us. Something's going down.
Adam just kind of looks at the passage and shrugs. That's a new one. All right. Just
Look, I don't have time to explain why this is here. Don't question it. Just come with me.
Yeah. All right. He just kind of follows in line with the others.
It's starting to become a tight squeeze. You're all just kind of moving through the walls. And then Gazelle. I think. Is he still asleep? I think he's still asleep. Yep, that's him snoring. I'll just and so she just kind of turns this panel on the wall, this little lever, and just kind of unlocks this panel, and she kind of shifts it so you can kind of move your way inside. She kind of walks in, and she kind of goes up to Gazelle and just kind of gently shakes him. Excuse me.
What's it?
I'm just imagining Gazelle laying in bed, completely butt naked, on top of the covers, on his belly.
Oh, Jesus.
Definitely.
Like he just stripped and just jumped on the
Covered in
bed
vomit.
first.
Oh, he's definitely sleeping like that.
Damn
Oh
it.
God. She kind of
She's
hands
using
you.
it.
She hands you your pants. You need to come with us. Something's going down.
No, put it back up.
What?
Was that a penis joke?
Probably.
Something's going down. We'll put it back up.
Tori's just under her breath, like, Gazelle, get out of bed, come on, we gotta go.
Fine. No, he just pulls his pants on. He throws his robe on. Alright. Grabs his staff. Where'd you come from?
She kind of gestures to the panel, the door, the wall behind her. That kind of has your friends kind of poking their heads out, looking towards you.
Oh, I didn't know you were a sorcerer too. You cast door.
She kind of She stares at you for a second and is like, yes, it's exactly what I did. Come with me. And she kind of pats you on the back, starts leading you to the wall.
Gazelle just kind of nods. Like, he still looks incredibly groggy. Like, but he's just kind of like shrugs and then just follows.
Okay. Next up, they go to Lyle, and again, Lyle, wake up!
Lyle doesn't respond.
Open up the door. Let's see. Let's just go in there.
She kind of looks and shrugs and just kind of turns the panel and opens the secret door and looks inside.
As soon as the panel opens, then Lyle's going to swing around the other side of it with a knife drawn, but stop as soon as he sees the girl on the other side.
She yelps a little.
He quickly jerks his hand back. Like, what are you doing?
We're just trying to ward. We're trying to gather everyone.
In his room, he's got the chair and the bed both pushed up against the door, and his room looks a little ransacked, and he looks a little nervous.
What? Why is your room like? What'd you do to your room?
What the hell?
And Lyle's gonna immediately turn his attention from the party, put his back to... I have a window in this room, right?
No, but you can kind of peek through the door.
Okay. He's gonna go and crawl up to the door and peek through the keyhole. And
You can kind of see.
He's gonna just be there paranoid, and climbing up on the bed that's pushed up against the door, and leaning over on the chair and peeking through the keyhole.
You can see like just the bare hint of some of the soldiers down there.
Yeah.
Just slightly.
It's good enough for me.
Wow, come on, let's go.
I was gonna turn around, look to the others, and say, "What are they doing here?"
I don't. The girl's like, I don't know. I think I heard from one of the girls that they put up posters they're looking for suspects from the fire like 2 days ago, a day ago.
Lyle's gonna
Time is the thing.
scoff and say, "Hold on a second," and he's gonna go and start digging through his crap.
Okay.
And he is going to pull out his disguise kit and start quickly sticking a hat on his head and slapping face putty and shit on his face, and take a little hand mirror out, putting some makeup on hurriedly while everybody's standing there.
Gazelle just kind of blinks slowly before suddenly just asks, like, wait, which fire? There were like 2 of them, right?
I think both. I'm not sure. But like this is like a cramped hallway between these walls, so you're all just kind of lined up, one after the other, kind of squeeze your way through.
What do you want me to roll on this disguise
For this would be. What did I put? I think it's intelligence.
It's intelligence attribute, yeah.
Yeah, it's with proficiency, so you should be able to click on your disguise kit.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Alright. So Lyle's gonna, come back to the party, and he's gonna look like he's got a black lumpy eye and a big ol' nose. His chin's gonna look a little bigger than usual with a little cleft in it, and his hair is gonna be slicked back with a hat on it, and his ponytail tucked into the back of his shirt, with his collar pulled up high. He's gonna look left and right quickly, and he's gonna draw his shiny dagger and say, "Come on, let's go." I'm gonna try and nudge everybody back into the hallway, and
You're all
Going there.
continue to gather in this very cramped secret passage, and you start making way to the next room, passing by what Wei's room was, and then quickly.
Are we not stopping and getting away?
Wei's the one who told me to get everyone.
He's already out.
He already left. He just walked through the. I don't know. I think he just walked through the hall.
Okay,
think-
okay, calm down. Just get us out of here.
There's a lot of guards.
We'll handle the rest, okay? Just keep going.
Okay. So she quickly goes up to Yue's and Otto's room, knocks. Yue! Otto! Wake up!
Otto's gonna stare at the wall.
Otto is obviously awake because he's a robot. Yue kind of groggily looks and turns from the bed and sits up and looks at you. Otto, what's up? What's wrong?
Do people live in walls?
She kind of turns his, and then you hear knocking. It's like, who's there? It's like, oh god, now I have to name this girl. Fuck.
Sally,
Trixie.
Trixie Sally.
Okay.
It's Trixie. It's like, she kind of gets up and goes toward the wall, and Trixie doesn't have to do anything. As Yue just kind of sides her hands over the wall and just kind of finds a little notch and just kind of pulls on it and starts pulling the thing, unlocking the hatch and opening it. Trixie, what's going on? There's guards. Those guys that were in the dock yesterday. All the soldiers in armor. They're everywhere. We're trying to get everyone down to the meeting rooms.
Why?
They're looking for suspects from the fire.
So
Otto, we were involved with that.
they don't know that.
Well, we don't want them to catch us and ask us about it either, do we?
But we didn't start the fire.
But it's always burning since
It's a good
it's always
song.
burning.
Shh. Get down here. Come on, we gotta go.
Otto just follows Yue.
Yue just kind of takes out his hand and just kind of goes in the passage, and you all make your way back to where you came, kind of shitting your way through this
Shitting our
back
weather.
walls. Yeah, shitting your way through. Not designed.
Where's the maid?
You don't know.
Okay.
So you all make your way downstairs, kind of going down these back steps that are like the very back of where you presume the second floor ends, and the staircase that would go up here would also be. But this kind of seems to be coincide with that, as though the wall was built. The secret passage was built with the staircase. So
did you
like
say
past
fucking
the
stairs?
staircase. Yes, you're going downstairs. You had to go up these stairs too.
Okay.
Okay, you're fine. It's okay. Don't panic. I know it's scary.
Make a
You got
stealth
this.
check.
All right.
Dexterity
So you're
saving
all-
throw.
There's too many people here. If you fall, you're just gonna bump into everyone else. They'll just kind of keep you from falling. So you're fine. So you
Otto
are
can carry you.
brought. There's not really room to carry him. There's not really room to carry him. Okay, you make your way downstairs, and she gets up to this next wall and just kind of pushes on it, and it opens on the door. That just kind of swings open into another meeting room with like some mirrors and whatnot. This is a room to, apply makeup, do that sort of thing, get themselves presentable,
Powder your butts.
powder your butts, that sort of thing.
Clean
And
up
so,
the stickiness from last
There are
night.
a couple of other girls just kind of there, just kind of standing at the door. One of them has a sword in their hand, and she's kind of looking at all of you, and then looking back to the door. And you kind of quickly are ushered in.
There are other doors in this room, right?
There is one door leading to this room, aside from the secret door.
Okay. And on the other side of that is the main room, right?
Well, it's the hallway that kind of led from the main hall, to the back rooms where there's a kitchen, there's a meeting room, and then there's this door that this was presuming this is.
Okay. Well, I'll just pose the question: if I were to crack this door open, would I be in earshot of a conversation outside? Of the conversation
Possibly.
outside. Okay. Is that a reasonable assumption that that's possible?
No, what's wrong, Mike? So yes.
Okay. Well then, as soon as we get into the room, then Loud's gonna hurry over to the door. He's gonna press his back against the wall next to the door, and he's gonna grab the door handle and push the door open just a crack and lean his head as close to the door frame as he can to try and listen to hear what's going on outside.
So you peer your head in, and you see this hallway that leads to these other two areas, the kitchen and the main room.
Uh-huh.
And then you see the door that leads into like the main hall is kind of cracked a bit more open, so you could hear what's going on in there. It's a bit muffled. Give me a perception check to see if you can kind of listen closely.
Well,
you hear two voices, but you are very nervous.
I was gonna say, can we go with my passive perception instead?
Your passive perception will allow you to hear that there are two people talking, and it's a bit muffled. You recognize one voice, and you recognize the other. You specifically recognize the other.
Alright, well, I can't hear...
I listen?
You can.
I can't hear what they're saying, but I'll just still...
Oh no, it's still bad.
Gato, you can't hear it either.
Lyle's
You also just hear two people talking,
curses.
but you only recognize one of them.
Lyle's just gonna curse and, slowly pull the door back closed, come into the room, and he's like, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Gazelle. Just
There are guards. The girl... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, Gazelle just walks over, and after the door is shut, presses his ear to the door.
Okay.
Specifically after.
Alright, you want to roll your perception check?
Hold on, I'm trying to find my... Where the fuck is it? Here it is.
Oh my god! I was
Oh,
totally thinking he's gonna roll that 20, isn't he?
Everything.
Damn.
He's got echolocation.
Well, fun. Alright, Gazelle, somehow the wood of this door is reverberating the sound that's coming from the main hall much more clearly, so you get a perfect... You can hear the conversation. It's still very quiet, and you don't catch every word, but you get the gist of the conversation. The gentleman who's talking to Zephuan appears to be telling her... Sorry.
Do what?
What's going on?
It said one
Yeah,
second.
to do something.
So, how about the Bengals?
We lost.
The shirted sports.
My
Sports
football phase is
thing.
over, to say the least. Nobody's talking about it anymore.
It's over.
Silent. I heard a few things about it on the radio, and there's like, yes, that's exactly what it sounds like. Just, it's over.
It's over.
Sorry about that. Disaster suddenly struck.
Okay, everything
Just gonna
fine?
have to restart your computer again.
Yes.
Okay, so the man who's presumably already introduced himself, so he does not give his name, is talking to Zue about that he and the guard are... He's assisting the guard in searching for Yue and the people responsible for the fires that occurred in the past few days. Apparently there was a great loss of life in the manor, and they were lending their aid to help deal with the situation and to find those responsible, as they are in town and they have their own interest in the city, and they will be glad to assist. Safe1 is skeptical in response, but is cordial enough, saying, well, why are you here to see me then? It's like, well, we've heard that Yue, who had been missing these past couple of days, was seen coming here with a group that is on our persons of interest in terms of the guards' problem. Have you seen them? That gentleman who had left earlier appeared to be one of them. Well, yes, he had stayed behind. They apparently had finished their business, and most of them have already left. Yue, we welcomed her. She seemed concerned, and we welcomed her with open arms, of course, and we gave her a place to stay for the night, but she's already gone. She's already left. He kind of nods. I see. Are you particularly friends with these individuals? Well, beyond Yue, no. They told me they had found Yue on the street after she appeared to be on the run, and helped her here. That's all I know about it. And then he's I see.
At this point, Lyle's gonna start smacking Gazelle in the back. It's like, what are you doing, old man? Get away from the door. As Gazelle's just pressed his head against the shut door.
He just kind of looks over at Lyle, groggily. Okay.
Tori's gonna look into the makeup room where all the girls get dressed.
Are you still listening?
Yeah, Gazelle actually ignored Lyle.
Okay.
He said okay, but then turned back to the door.
Okay. Let me just finish this conversation, Zorm.
Go ahead.
Okay. You hear the distant sounds of a chair scraping back as he appears to be getting up, and you hear the clinking of armor. It's like, well, if you happen to see them, please let the guard know. Ideally, we'd like to deal with this quickly, as we have other matters to attend to. I trust you will pass word along. Of course, Sir Vidar, we will, of course, pass this along. As soon as we hear anything, you'll be the first to know. It's very good. Well then, Zayphon, thank you for welcoming us to your establishment. I wish you a good day. And then you hear the sounds of armor as they appear to turn and just kind of get further and further away. You hear a door open, and then close. And then silence.
That was a good door noise.
I liked it.
Gazelle just kind of goes, the hell kind of name is Darth Vader?
Is that really his name? So.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
That is a rather odd name.
Well, I was like, you say Vidar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, something like that.
For gameplay purposes, does everybody know what they said, or is it just what Gazelle is telling us?
If Gazelle's going to relay what he heard, then yes. Gazelle, you going to relay what you heard?
Sure.
Okay, so you relay what you heard.
Adam crosses his arms and looks over at Lyle. Another friend of yours?
Lyle's just, he looks over at Adam quickly and says, who says this has anything to do with me?
Oh, I'm sure it doesn't, but if you're familiar with him, it might help if we know what we're dealing with.
Are they your friends?
Lyle just hesitates for a moment and says, no.
Any idea what they'd be doing here all the way from Muros? I doubt our little escapades have drawn that much attention from across the world.
Lyle hesitates a moment and says, well, People come and go from here, from all over the world. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe they're hunting dragons.
Lyle just kind of gives Gazelle an incredulous look, and he's like, "Yeah, sure, old timer."
And simply shrugs. Well, either way, it sounds like we've probably overstayed our welcome here.
Yeah, it sounds like we've done our time.
Lyle says, "I think it's about time we say our goodbyes. That's for sure."
You hear footsteps approaching the door.
Lyle just quickly ducks in the corner of the room, and
The girl who is standing next to the door kind of gets ready with her knife.
Lyle does too.
The door. There's a knock on the door.
Gazelle opens the door.
Zayfwad is standing at the other side of the door.
Jesus Christ.
She looks exasperated. Good morning.
Lyle groans and
Good morning.
he lowers his hands, his dagger still clutched tightly in his hand, but,
Zayfwad is going to step into the room, kind of rubbing her face with her metallic hand. And the two girls who were standing attention behind her also walk in, looking a little frazzled, as Zayfwad takes a seat at one of the booths. And there's like belongings at these booths, and just kind of belonging to the girls and whatnot. Pouches, makeups, little things, toys.
toys.
Oh my.
No, not those toys.
Ooh.
But maybe those toys. You don't know.
Oh,
You're
jeez.
gonna look. You're not gonna look.
Game Boys.
Lyle's
but
definitely
maybe.
gonna look.
Lyle seems distracted. He immediately, as soon as Zayfun walks in the room, and says, "What was he doing here? What do they want?"
Apparently, we have wanted posters up with faces not too dissimilar from you guys. And Vidar, Ulrich Vidar, from the Imperium of Moros, is here assisting them in searching for the culprits for the fires, because he had interests in the locations that were burned.
Are you telling me Vidar was working with the Silver Hand?
Silver Syndicate.
Silver
That-
Syndicate.
That appears to be the case, yes.
Great. Pissed off an army.
And apparently they have connections in the Guard, because the Guard are assisting them now.
Wonderful. Well,
So
it's
this
been
makes
real, but I guess it is about time to be moving on from this city then.
Or I agree, you all need to leave.
Sounds good to me.
UA Otto, you also need to leave. You cannot stay in Enderan. They're looking for you too as well.
But our house.
They
Well,
already knocked the door off at once, so I'll do it again.
Vidar, that guy did not seem like the type who has any qualms with doing whatever he needs. And he's a bit more intense than Gual was.
Lyle says, "We don't want to mess with this guy."
Otto looks
Where's
to
Wei? She quickly looks up and looks around the room. Where's Wei? He left through the front. Did he come back? And the girl's like, no, he went somewhere. He said he had somewhere to go. She kind of curses her. Shit.
Tori kind of steps forward. Where did he say he was going?
I don't know. He didn't say.
Lyle's like, "Well, he's dead now. Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
you.
I want to help him, but if I don't know where he is, there's no way I can find him.
You guys, I think, are
Aaron's
safe here.
big.
He knows all of you are here. He's just waiting for you to step out. So I don't think we need to think about how we're going to get you all out of here. If Wei doesn't get caught and he makes his way back, then maybe it'll be okay. Speaking of which... Oh, sorry.
Do you have a secret underground cellar?
She kind of looks at Otto and just kind of smirks. Of course we do. Who doesn't in this town?
It's weird, right?
Right? I mean, might as well keep. It's the style of the time.
They're full of dead
Gazelle just
bodies.
like knowingly nods, stroking his beard.
Let's sit
Tori-
downstairs so we could start
Tori-
discussing things.
Tori kind of scratches her head. I'm really not a fan of basements anymore.
Well,
If
just
it gets
one
us
more
out of-
basement will kill you.
If it gets us out of here.
And then she'll get up, walk towards the back of the room, and kind of reach down and pull off a carpet, revealing like a trap door. She grabs the chain, just kind of yanks it open, and with one arm just kind of opens it up, revealing a staircase into the basement. And gestures to it. It's like, well, let's get down there and start thinking about how we're gonna get you all out of here.
Now hold on a second.
Yeah.
It's not filled with corpses, is it?
No, it's not filled with corpses. It's full of booze.
Oh.
But the last ones were
Okay.
really bad.
Well, this one's not that bad. I promise.
All right,
Much
sounds good.
Choice, so we better head on down.
Let's
Alright.
go.
You all head downstairs, and meanwhile, Way.
Hey,
What? Where are you? You going to this shrine? You're trying to.
I'm going shrine.
All right, you're kind of
That has
keeping your
been the
face
goal.
hidden as much as you can. What's your passive perception? Is it 15?
13, I think.
13?
Jump back
Okay.
over to it. 13.
I think it was 13. You pass by one of them, like some boards for postings and whatnot, as you're going up the street, and you see posters of faces on it, like drawn sketches.
Okay.
And you take note of them because you think you see something kind of vaguely resembling your face.
Neat.
And it reads on the bottom, wanted for questioning, suspect in arsonist case of Goal Manor.
Interesting. Didn't we kill everyone that was in the basement?
Oh, you killed everyone in the basement. There were still people upstairs.
Okay, they can't prove this was me.
But they do have a vague sketch of your face.
Okay.
And you also notice everyone else's faces as well, including UA's.
That's neat. I'm gonna take note of it. I guess grabbing it isn't really an option. So we're just gonna... Are there any guards following me?
Give me a perception check.
17.
17. You see a couple guards kind of going around the town, but you don't think you see anyone following you. Yet.
Okay. Good deal. I'm just gonna keep moving.
Okay.
Pay no mind to it. Pretend to pay no mind to it.
The streets are a little busy. There are more guards just around in general, and amongst them here and there are those same soldiers in that almost full plate.
On that ship. Yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of assisting guard patrols, kind of looking around. But before long, you make your way towards the shrine. And there's some people working there, taking care of the shrine, sweeping up.
Okay. Go ahead. Is there a way to tell which is this an overall catch-all church? I'm
This
not
kind
super well versed in how churches work in D&D.
It's kind of a catch-all church. It's got emblems of the various gods and whatnot here and there. Mostly gods relating to harvest and farming and travels, music, fighting, the general gods
Okay.
that most people would routinely worship or pay tribute to.
Okay. Cool. I guess I'm going to just go find a place within there. Just to take some time to do some prayer.
Okay. a priest takes notice of you and gives you a respectful nod and just kind of goes about his business as he resumes sweeping, kind of just letting you do your business. No one seems to take note of you. There are a couple other people here doing likewise what you're doing. Some leading offerings or leading like prayers.
Gotcha. Is this like a place where I can like burn incense by chance?
Absolutely.
Cool. Well, light an incense, just
Okay.
cause. And I'm going to say a prayer to the god whose name I cannot pronounce. Is it Killamvor?
Queen of Fiacus from Star Force.
You mean Ophiuka?
Yeah.
Celeborn?
Yep, it's
Which
the god
god?
of the dead. The god of the dead.
Okay.
From what I read, he's not an evil god. He's just kind of like Anubis. He's just a dude who just kind of is like the guard to the dead. But I want to send a prayer for the innocent bodies that we found down below,
Okay.
and then also to kind of say one for my master. And that'll probably take a minute. So if something's gonna happen,
Roll
can-
religion check.
God damn, that's a nat 20.
Super.
What a waste.
You know
Hear your
exactly
God's
what
voice.
you've done this a lot, so you've prayed to this god before. So you know you know everything you need to do. You set up the incense correctly, you get it all nice, you know exactly what to say, all that.
That's a good gazelle.
Yeah. Okay.
But yep, I'm gonna be here a while. Do my little prayer.
All right. Well then, while you're praying, I guess we'll go join the rest of the basement of the Silken Thorn. You're kind of brought.
It's a
What?
picture of Otto, sorry.
It's beautiful.
It's like a fucking smiley face.
Sorry.
He's fine. Okay, so we'll return all to you. You all are gathered in this cellar in the basement that's kind of got a door that you kind of open up. There's like barrels and barrels of wine and booze and all sorts of liquors assembled all around you. And inside this room, this bigger room that's got a large table in the center, is a map that Zaphon has kind of rolled out in front of you. It's a map of Andoran and kind of and all the surroundings. Like, all right, so how the hell are we going to get you all out of here? Any ideas?
Tori's gonna take a look
I
at the
mean, we
map.
could walk.
Well, there are roads leading out northeast, southeast, west, and then there's the pier. I guess any of these directions would be a good way. How far out does this basement sprawl? Is there any way we can leave the brothel here undetected?
Well, yeah, you can leave the brothel here undetected. There's a secret passage that goes into this park over here. She kind of points her finger down.
That's a start.
Right,
But their eyes would
beyond,
probably be on the brothel, not the park.
I'm less asking which direction you're heading and more. Well, I am asking which direction you're heading, but I'm also asking how are you going to get out of the city without anyone seeing you?
I think we need disguises. For a start.
I'll pipe
Well,
up.
so happens.
Says, let's just say I got some experience slipping by unnoticed when there's let's say unsavory people wanting my company. Lyle just kind of looks over at Otto and says, well, And he motions toward his face. You could change your face, or you could just be, I don't know, sneaky. Don't get seen.
I don't think I can do either of those two things.
Lyle just kind of stares at Otto a moment and says, yeah, I kind of have my doubts as well.
That might be tricky for the kid, yes.
The group of us will be hard to get us out quietly, too. Yui speaks up.
I don't think that there's any easy way to sneak Otto out of town. He definitely.
We could disguise
I
him.
don't.
I mean,
How-
you did it once.
Oh. Man, thanks, Ways and disembodied voice.
There's a ghost here. Wait.
Basement haunting? Did you kill one of
He
the
did a really good
trespassers?
prayer, guys. He's like astral projecting now.
I rolled a nat 20 on my religion. I can do it.
Fair enough. I heard
He's
his
here in
prayer.
spirit. God damn it.
I'm astral projecting.
Astral projecting.
Tori kind of shrugs. Well, I could probably disguise myself using. Well, me and Triel could probably disguise ourselves using some of the makeup and stuff that you have upstairs, if you're willing to work with us on that. Good.
That's why I brought you down here. We're gonna help you, obviously. We've got
I will wear makeup.
Lyle's like, I got
Yeah.
experience with this. Let me help. I'll
okay.
make
Well,
you guys disappear.
all right.
Okay.
Well, we need to. What are you gonna do once you're outside of town? Where are you gonna go?
Lyle's like, well, I don't know what these guys are doing, but I'm thinking. Wait. He kind of rubs his chin. He's like, well, stealing a boat might be a little risky. They were all anchored there.
Yeah, from what I've heard, when I remember, or what the girls have said, they've got soldiers all over the pier. They're watching the boats.
Yeah.
You should
You know,
visit Elder.
a stolen boat would go up immediately, and I'm sure that their battleship would catch up to us in no time.
Lyle looked over toward Otto when he spoke up and says, Eldon, you want to go to that tower dealy place?
He invited us.
I don't think we have any better options.
Size. He
Pretty
did
far.
invite us, but do we want to bring trouble to our new friend?
I think it might
He's
be
our
our
friend.
role.
It's not trouble.
Do
I
we
mean,
bring
it's-
anything else?
Well, it's on the other side of the. It's pretty far inland. We had to go into. Looks up the name of the nation because I can't remember anything.
Zhao?
We'd have to go into Kaishi's territory. They're a little
Is that
not so, well, they're not as friendly to outsiders. Well, foreigners. We might be fine. Well, I might be fine. Otto, you might be okay if you're with me. The rest of you, though, well, Tori's also from here, so she'd also be probably fine. The rest of you are not from Zhao, are you? Except Wei, who's not here.
Gazelle suddenly smacks the table.
Huh?
We
Huh?
should go up and to the left.
God.
She kind of stops, looks at the map, and thinks, like, I mean, that is that direction.
Tori does not look happy about that. She's like, I don't want to go that way. But I don't want to die here in Alteraam either. So,
Zayphon kind of speaks up. Well, the further inland you get, the less authority these guys would have, so they wouldn't be able to follow you so easily. So it would be potentially safer than trying to go further out from the capital.
well, not for me, but sure.
Why, you wanted?
Lyle just kind of...
I have my own things I'm running from. Nothing
No.
to do with you. Don't worry about it.
Well, alright.
Lyle just cracks a small smirk and says, yeah, well... Do you think they're going to be... Whatever it is you're running from is going to be more dangerous than these guys. Because, just word of advice. These fellows from Moros, they're not the kind of guys you want knocking on your door.
Tori isn't really sure how to answer, so she just kind of grumbles and says, "It's not like what I'm scared of can't kill me either. But I'll tell you that these Moros guards are closer. So
Well,
let's
frowns.
get
Says
away from them and then worry about the other thing later."
we could head toward East Jilin.
I need the world map.
We might be trapped.
Oh no! Whoops. I went out of the thing accidentally because I clicked on the thing. Hold on.
How dare you?
Oh,
Said the voice of Way.
Our DM is abandoned.
Oh, I do have the world map on here already. Good. All right, then I can just go ahead and whoobam!
Bing bam boobity bop.
where are we?
So you guys,
Right, Moros.
you're like over here,
All
and
right.
then West Island is over here.
And
East Jilin's over here?
this is where our good buddy
Yes.
Eldon is.
Yes.
All right.
Actually, I should probably reorient the map on the stream because we can't see anything on that screen.
So Andoran is an independent area down here,
So
right?
we're here,
Okay.
and
And
then
East
Eldon's
Island's
up here.
Each island encompasses two different kingdoms. One of which you're in, which is the kingdom of Ronglu, which is more friendly to outsiders and is more good to trade with. They have a lot more influence from outer nations from other countries. Whatnot. They're smaller, but they've kept their borders. Kaishi is ruled by someone who proclaims to be the son or the great descendant of the emperor who had conquered Zhao, and is very keen on that fact and does not like challenge and does not like foreigners. And given how much they have a lot of territory and they want to expand, but given the things have stabilized, they can no longer do that easily.
Okay. Right. Just need a refresher.
Mhm.
Tori. So Tori says, "I'm not a fan of Jylin or East Jylin. The reason I came to Andoran was so I could get away from Zhao entirely. But since this is a bad place to be now, we've got to go, and there's nothing I can really do about that. I'm fucked if I stay and fucked if I leave. So,
Lyle
gotta
says,
go."
well, I'm thinking I'm going to head up toward Kaishi because that's the one with the meat emperor, right? Kaishi?
Yeah, that's the kingdom of.
Yeah. I'm going to head I want to head toward
the emperor.
Kaishi personally because if you can get into Kaishi and blend in, it's a good place to keep safe from people who want to come in from the outside looking for you. But you know, you got to be good at blending in, which you fellas,
Gazelle
well.
belches.
Yeah. Wow, replies.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
If you fellas want to head north, I'll follow you at least until our paths diverge.
I'm willing to go with you as far as meeting Eldon. After that, I think it best if we split up. Because Moros might be a problem here, but I have just as mean friends in Jylin and Taishi. I'm just telling you that now. Hey, Moros backwards is a pretty cool. Anyway.
Majin
Yeah, I like
looks at
Maria.
Peter angrily.
The rest of the map now.
Okay, I'll return us to.
No!
This-
Alright.
Do you want to go back?
It's
No,
pinned.
it's fine.
It's
Fine.
pinned. It's pinned in the chat if you want to go refer to it.
Yeah, it's pinned.
The mechs.
Robots.
Robots. Yeah, I was talking about the mechs. I would. Yeah, you better
Aw,
run.
sad vile noises.
Another time. Don't you worry.
But I want that time to be now.
I do too, you buddy.
Okay, so we're down here in Anderon.
Oh,
Yes.
So
We'll have to make our way to this port town here. Past Shang-Chan up here.
Shang-Chan is the capital of this country, this red country. Changsha refers to like this region in general, outside of just East Island, in case anyone's wondering.
gotcha.
And Wuling is ditto the same thing for over there.
We made it to the capital. We could probably purchase a ferry across the bay here. Make our way up through the countryside. Then it's a matter of crossing Lake Cowdan or how do you say that?
Kwandao.
Kwandao.
Mhm.
And then up through these woods to where our buddy Eldon is. Doesn't seem so difficult now.
Well, makes a point of pointing out. It says, well, we can get as far as East Wuling. But I don't know if I want to bring trouble to our good friend's Eldon's door. So I might reassess our involvement once we reach that point. But for now, I'm willing to cooperate with you guys a little bit longer. You guys have proven to be useful allies.
And despite your shortcomings, you've been good as well.
Shortcomings? There's nothing short about me.
It's not what I've heard around the brothel, but okay.
Lyle kind of furrows his brow and twirls his knife in his fingers and is like, he's given that some serious thought. Doesn't look too pleased.
He's pretty pissed off about that one.
I gonna need some ice for that one.
Well, our path is all well and good. I don't see much trouble with that, but that still is a matter of actually getting out of this place.
Well, disguising is a good start, but that's a lot of town to cover. Disguised, with so many guards about, looking for you guys. That might be a little more tricky.
Do we want to just let them have way? All in favor? Lyle puts up his hand.
I don't want to abandon Way.
No.
I'm not sure what we can do for him though. He got us out, well, to the position we're in now. So we need to find a way to get to him.
Safe
We'll
kind
save him.
This kind of speaks up. I can try to send one of my girls to find him. Surely he's not.
Actually, Trio goes through her pack and pulls out the scroll of sending she still has. I could send him a quick message. What should we tell him?
You could... What, you're gonna send a messenger pigeon or something? Or is... Oh, wait, and like Lyle gets closer and he squints looking at the scroll. He says, you got one of those?
Yeah.
And he just kind of, nods his head, impressed. He's like, oh, okay. You got some tricks up your sleeve. You're more than just good looks. Okay. Well, you say, he looks to the girl from before, Trixie. You said Wei was on his way out to where again?
He didn't say where. He just said a place to go.
He scoffs. That's just great.
Well,
Yeah,
Zayvon
I'm
will-
difficult.
Zayvon will speak up. Like, well, it's more a matter of telling him where to go, right? If he's not caught, he can probably make his way.
Well,
And if he is caught, then maybe he can reply. I don't know how their fucking magic works.
Lyle just shakes his head and says, "It would be easier if we knew where he was. Then it might be quicker to meet him. It also might dictate the fastest way out of here." You're sure he didn't say anything about where he was going?
I believe Wade did not, did he?
He told Zaphon and the...
No, he did not
guy-
tell Zayvon anything.
He said he was on his way to church.
I did say
he
that.
did.
He did.
It's true.
Yeah.
He did say something about going to church. I mean, there's only like 3 shrines in town,
Oh,
but they're on different sides of the city. He could have gone to any one of them, although one was near the fire, so he probably didn't go to that one.
Lyle frowns. Okay. So,
That's true. I didn't go to that one.
No, that one's a... God dang it, stupid mouse. Fuck, balls, shit.
Yeah, he definitely did not go to the one next to Quangal's
that
burnt down
one
manor.
is up here. He did not go there. The
No,
other
he went
one
to-
was over here.
This one there and over here.
Yeah.
On the opposite sides of town.
Well, all right. Well, that doesn't really help us because he could be in one convenient location or the exact opposite.
But it does mean he may be closer to an exit than we think. He
I
might
mean,
have more luck.
if he's at one of the shrines, he could just kind of maybe leave town if they don't stop him.
They might, though.
They might, though.
Lyle says, what if we split up? One of us goes to one shrine, the other goes to the other, and we rendezvous at a spot outside of town.
Perhaps. Although couldn't this scroll trails be more useful in helping us find him?
If we'll get a message to him, we could tell him where to meet us. But if he runs into trouble, he's on his own.
Right. It's only one way. He can't communicate back.
It's a scroll of sending, isn't it?
Yeah.
I believe sending lets you reply.
Sorry, yeah, I don't mean to metagame, but I'm reading it too because I don't know what it is.
Because
Yes.
they'll just kind of.
You can send him a message, he can reply in turn. Once.
All right. He gets one chance to reply if I do this.
Okay.
That's more handy than I thought. Okay, well, then let's ask him if he is on the east or west side of town.
Why don't we just ask him where he is instead of narrowing it down to which side of town he's in?
If he's at the shrine, no. Okay, well, since you're so smart, why don't you figure it out?
Okay. Tori thinks about it for a moment, and then she says to Triel, ask him where he is, and then tell him to stay there because we're going to send someone to meet him.
All right. Trio opens up the scroll and casts the spell, sending the message to Wei. Where are you right now? We need to get out. We need to get out of town. Stay where you are.
Alright, Wait, you can respond. You have 25 words.
25 character response. What is this? A tweet?
25 Words, not characters. This is a tweet, yes. You're
Okay.
tweeting back.
Just retweet some VTuber
At
post.
Shrine at most north end of town. We'll head northeast shortly.
He's at the shrine at the north end of town.
The one that's on fire?
No, I believe it's the other one.
Probably should have said no.
Hopefully not the one that's on fire.
I was like, did he seriously go to the one next to the manor we're being accused of burning down?
I doubt that. I hope not.
He said north.
I mean, that's also north. They're both north from you.
One is north. One is
This is very
northeast.
true.
I mean, to be fair, they
You have your
probably already
answer.
looked for us there, so they're not going to look for us there again.
I was like, I think that's exactly where they would be looking for something.
Sounds like we should probably try the one more northeast first.
But he didn't say northeast. He said he was going to go east later.
Did he say he was going to move?
Yes.
I told him to stay put. We should probably
He didn't listen.
get going, though.
Well, I was like, oh,
You
great.
should probably send your girl out.
I was like, we
sooner
should
rather
definitely
than
just
later.
leave this guy.
Yeah.
This
It's
is bad.
okay. He knows the way.
I was like,
That's a top secret joke.
he
I caught that, Ed.
is trying to get us killed.
Well, I want to help him, but I don't want to die helping him. So let's focus on what we're doing next.
What are you doing next?
Well, should probably get disguised before we move on. The
Okay.
longer we wait around here, the sooner the chances they'll just kick the door down looking for us.
Okay, well let's suit up then. Lyle starts quickly, he sets his disguise kit down on the table in the room, opens it, he runs around the room, rummaging around, grabbing makeup
All right.
and fiddling
Okay.
through.
Some of the girls help
Outfits.
bring down some makeup and stuff and clothes and things to help give you some assistance. So, Lyle, are you going to be one giving our disguises, or are other people going to do their own disguises? How are you doing this?
I will help disguise some people. Let's work as a team. Maybe these girls can help too.
Make me pretty.
Is Lyle going to be making all the rolls, or is someone else going to make rolls?
I think Tori will do her own makeup,
Okay, Tori, you will.
but I'll
Tori,
let one of the girls help me. Sure.
I will say that Lyle can make rolls for people, and he will have advantage. And Tori, if you're going to do your own, you have advantage as well because the girls are assisting you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going
What am I
to-
rolling?
You roll your intelligence. You just roll your intelligence because I don't think you're proficient with a disguise kit. Lyle, you have proficiency, so you roll with your disguise kit.
Oof.
Tori still kind of stands out a little bit.
It's the wings.
Sorry, that's the wings.
Adam is going to request assistance from Lyle for this venture.
Okay. Lyle's going to see what he can do about covering that scar up and making that hair look a little less wild. Okay.
Okay.
Your hair
So-
is now neatly combed and looks really uncomfortable
So that's Adam's roll.
and gelled in place. And
That's Tori's.
the makeup is covering up that scar.
Adams.
That's Adam's. All right.
With
Who's
advantage.
next? Everyone gets it. Like you get advantage,
Yeah.
but Lyle is going to be doing it because he's proficient with disguise kit.
All right, I'm
Unless
gonna...
you want to do it yourself.
Too.
Okay, then you go ahead and roll with advantage.
Okay.
Oh, Otto.
Oh no.
Oh, Otto.
You can
Otto.
help.
You're a robot,
You can
man.
help.
Okay. Can I help Otto a little bit more because he's just smearing makeup on his face?
You can roll. Yes.
Miles looks over like, Otto, let me help you out, buddy.
Okay.
my god.
Okay.
Much better.
He's like, let me see if he kind of like finishes smearing
They
the
kind of
makeup
get you
over his
with like a
face.
shawl. They kind of put it over you, so your face is kind of hidden. They kind of hide as much of your metal body as they can. Give you a bunch of clothes.
Smear so much makeup on that it doesn't look gray. Put some
Meanwhile,
sunglasses
Adam
on
is
him.
stuffing his cloak into his travel bag.
So that's Otto.
It's Otto.
All right.
Who else wants help?
Trio.
Trill. Lyle.
Yeah, I guess, sure.
Lyle sits down in front of Trill and he's like, well,
Oh no.
this is already a bit of a masterpiece. Let me see if I can make you
Jeez.
stand out a little less. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Put in
Let's
some hair dye.
let's give you,
Tap your hair.
Let's give you like a witch nose because they're a big hook nose with some face putty, and let's give you a cool scar. Puts a battle scar on her cheek. Let's
Give her a Buster sword.
let's let me see. Those ears stand out a little too much, so he just like gives her like big round ears. Earlobes dangling from her ears, and puts a wig on her, and he's like,
You having fun over there?
oh yeah. She's scary
Not
looking.
at all.
There you go. You look like kind of like an old crone. Here, and he puts a witch hat on her. Perfect.
It's fucked up. All right.
Gazelle is going to insist that he does it himself.
All right, Gazelle, you
Good.
give me an intelligence check. The girls will try to help you if you want. Do you want advantage?
No.
All right, then
Oh
don't roll
my
advantage. That's exactly what I was hoping you would say.
Nice. It's
Okay.
It's
intelligent.
not terrible. It's still kind of. It's
He's got a new
pretty
hat.
much Gazelle. It's okay.
Just shaves all his hair off his face, including his eyebrows.
It's not the best. All right,
Gazelle just like looks happy with himself.
and then Yue.
I'll help.
All right,
Hold on.
Otto. Yue cuts his files as you just sit. She sits down in front of you. You have advantage.
Wow, just kind of watching curiously, see what Otto's gonna do to her.
All right,
Okay.
Okay, so pay attention. I forgot. I
Just
did
roll
it
again.
myself. It was all Auto.
That's Gazelle.
Are you satisfied, Aaron?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did it.
okay. Came out good. So, kind of dye her hair. Kind of try to cover up her features as much as you can. Change it a little bit. Give her some scars. Do whatever you want to do. But yeah, okay. Everyone has a disguise.
Everybody's pretty good except for Gazelle.
Except for Gazelle.
Well, Tori could be better, but she's better than Gazelle anyway.
Yeah, that's got me wondering. If I could go again.
You can go again. Your disguise in general will be of less quality, though.
Hmm.
Just like Otto's is not as good as it is from that role.
Diminishing returns.
Diminishing returns. So you can try again with assistance.
Wow, I was
with
gonna say,
advantage
you need
again.
a little help over there?
Tori shrugs and says, "Yeah, fine."
Let me work my magic. He cracks his knuckles. Wiggles his fingers.
Same result.
Oh no!
Gets a little
That's
gets a little
worse.
distracted while he's working on her. It's just like he's like, "Hey, you got really
I
nice,
look exactly the same.
you got nice skin." And he's just like doing her makeup.
Thanks for
He's
that.
distracted. He's like, "Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah, you
that's nice.
I like your mustache.
Thank
I mean
you."
that. It's nice.
Wow, I was like, what was I doing? Oh, He like looks at Tori. Shit.
Okay.
Hold
Tori's
on,
gonna kind of.
hold on.
Well, what?
He's gonna go grab a hat and put it on her. There you go, big old flower hat.
You know, I feel like this would draw more attention.
No. Maybe. He takes the hat
No.
off, he takes the hat off her, puts it on Gazelle. There you go.
Well, you know, I'm kind of already wearing a lot of makeup anyway, so
Why don't we just do the whole clown look?
Tori's gonna reach up to and grab her hair, and she's gonna pull her fucking hair off and reveal that it was a wig.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Oh,
Underneath her hair, she actually has long red hair tied
Holy
up
shit.
in a tight knot in the back. She's gonna let the noose or let the tie loose and scratch her back of her hair. Oh god, it gets tight back there all the time. Well,
Wow, this
at
is...
least I won't have the same color hair as in the wanted posters, and I can always put this wig back on.
Lyle stares with his jaw dropped. He's like, whoa.
What?
Oh, no,
What?
nothing. It's, hey.
Otto's gonna look at Yue.
Yue's
Is
gonna
your
like.
hair real?
He always chuckles. He's like, yes, it's real.
Are you sure?
Well, I don't know, Otto. Do you think it's real?
Rip it off.
oh no!
Otto's gonna paw at her head.
You're just petting her head, basically.
Alright. Lyle's gonna clear his throat and says, we should, hurry up and try and meet up with Wei before he, does something else, like get caught.
Gazelle raises
Right.
his hand. Can I wear your wig?
I mean, he.
I don't think it'll fit your head.
Just put it
We're
on
gonna
top.
put it on the hat. It's fine.
On that.
How about I buy you a wig another time?
Gazelle just kind of.
It'll be a really pretty one. It'll be just like mine.
Gazelle just kind of furrows his brow for a moment and kind of looks like he's deep in thought for a second. And then he just nods and goes, okay, that sounds good to me.
Great. You'll love it. West Geeland fashion is amazing. I love it.
Okay, hold on. Lyle says, one last touch. I would like to pull out my forgery kit.
Okay.
Says, I'm going to fashion us some passports. So if they decide to start trying to ID people coming in and out of town, they will be none the wiser. Let's see. Lyle mutters under his breath as he begins working on his own.
Well, this will be two things.
Yes.
This will be one, an intelligence check to see if you know what a general passport looks like.
You don't think I would?
Well, you might.
That's a stealth check?
No, that would just be intelligence.
Intelligence? Okay. Okay. So you just want me to do a general intelligence check?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
All right, so you're familiar with what a general passport looks like out here. You've seen a couple of them. You've maybe stolen one. And then you're going to do a performance check.
A performance check?
Well, yes, you can use a forgery kit, or you can use a forgery kit.
Do you want me to just roll with my forgery kit?
Roll with your forgery kit.
Okay. I'm going to turn off advantage.
You do not have advantage.
Good. That's making sure. Okay. And Lyle's making one as he begins. Sir Barnaby Jones, Esquire the Third. He mutters under his breath. That's believable, he says confidently.
Oh my god.
A lot of the details don't make a lot of sense, and they're not very.
It's it kind of he's fudged the numbers so that it says he's taller than he is and skinnier than he is, and you know, he's taking some liberties.
His name is Miles Wheeler.
His name is Barnaby Jones, Esquire III. Sir Barnaby Jones.
Casey Jones.
I was like, all right, give me your names. Adam.
I'm not.
What's your name?
All right, I'm not gonna make you roll for every single one, so that'll just be how the quality of all of them.
Oh,
Oh
man.
shit.
Okay.
Pain.
Pick a name. I'll come up with one for you, don't worry. Let's see, Morton Wheeler.
I'm good with this.
There you go. Let's see, Trio. You're kind of like an old lady now, so you could be Agnes. No, Agatha. He crosses out on the paper.
Reno Clayford.
Reno Clef.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Gazelle, you could be.
Oh, no, I already got this one.
Okay.
Oh,
I
God.
am Gort.
Gort. I like it.
Yes.
Gort. And then. Tori. You can be.
Got it.
What do you got for me?
Tara.
Tara
Bridgepart.
Bridgepart. Yes, very good. And Lyle continues working on the forgeries. Otto. He can be.
My name is Otto.
How about Auto Man? Yeah. You ready?
It's just Otto.
OTTO.
Why don't you name him something more common like Bob? Bob sounds like
My
a
name's
real
Otto.
name, doesn't it? I think Bob sounds like
Don't worry
a
about
fun
it.
name.
And of course, the fine lady Yue. Yue, give me a name.
Ue?
You can be.
My name is Yue.
I'm gonna call you Sally.
Sally?
Yeah, that's a good name.
I
You
guess.
write Sally on the document.
Don't forget to make one for Way.
Oh yes, our good friend Wei says he will be Stinky McGee.
Stinky McGee. Is that really what you're gonna go with?
If he wanted a better name, he would be here instead of out causing us a headache. All right, Lyle says, holding up his expertly forged documents and handing them out to everybody. They'll find the numbers are slightly inconsistent with their real heights, ages, weights, etc.
I do not weigh this much.
He's like, I know, it's a disguise. Just
You're
just like puff out your gut and scrunch up your neck a little when they check you. They won't ask. Besides, like, nobody's gonna ask the weight of a lady, really. I mean, you'd have to be rude. We ready?
Adam
you
just
all-
kind of shrugs.
Yes.
Okay,
One
so
Agatha.
you're all ready.
What?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Wow, what's going on?
Oh, nothing. I had an ad pop up.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
Okay, anyway.
Do we want to
Sorry, I had light music playing and an ad popped up, and it was like, ah! And I was like, oh,
Here, when that
okay.
happens, do we wanna
You're a
do we
man,
wanna
so
check
you
on-
want to smell like a man. You got to use man soap. Now in Star Wars smell.
Okay.
Do we want to check on Wei, or do we want to just move toward him? What do you want to do, Majay?
Let's take 15 minutes because I need to get up and take some aspirin. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
gotta get up and
Alright.
take some ass.
Some ass.
Per,
So 15-minute break.
Okay.
Starting
now.
now.
And we're back.
Okay.
Balls,
What?
balls, balls, balls.
Butts.
Okay.
All right.
As is tradition.
As is tradition.
Let's go join Wei and see what he's going to do whilst you
Way.
make your way through the secret passage
You know the way.
to the park.
Oh.
Wei, what are you doing?
At church, but got message. Leaving probably to head on the outskirts of town. Can I zoom in more? Can.
So you're trying
Okay.
to head to the forest up north?
Is there a?
Forest of Doom.
I'm gonna sneak out through the forest, but I thought I was gonna head northeast. Because like the roads are still plagued with like those soldier guys, correct?
Yeah. Roads and streets there's soldiers patrolling around.
All right. I'm gonna kind of take a brief look around the church. How many, for lack of better phrasing here, nuns and priests are around?
Like 3 or 4. 2 are just kind of sweeping. One's kind of sitting, having some tea. The 4th is just kind of doing her thing, praying.
Okay.
Doing
I'm actually going to approach one of the nuns,
One of the maidens, the shrine
Yeah.
maidens.
maidens, nuns, yeah, whatever. They work in a church.
Well, it's not, well, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Semantics, anyway.
Anywho, so she sits in her, well, the one's sweeping, basically.
Okay. Excuse me, Miss. Can I bother you for a moment?
Oh, sure, of course. So what's the matter?
Funny voice. I want a funny voice.
No.
I want Buttercup's voice for. What can I do for you, sir?
What can I do for you?
Guys,
Hey guys, what can I do for you?
Yes.
Yeah, but a kiss.
What a kiss.
Sorry.
I ordered a pizza, but it didn't come into my house, Jill. I was really mad.
As you were
And then I just ate the cat.
Oh, God.
Hey, you got Chinese instead. Very nice.
Okay.
Like I said, he ate the cat.
Oh, God. As you were saying, Majay.
All right.
I'm waiting for Wei to say something.
Okay.
I responded away.
I've been paying tributes to some old friends of mine here, and I need a little bit of help getting my ceremonial outfit put together. Would you mind helping me braid my hair?
Oh, sure, of course. And she kind of walks you to the shrine proper and just kind of gestures for you to sit down. And she'll get behind you and start braiding your hair, putting the broom next to her.
Good deal. Why don't you take off my cloak? Kind of revealing that I have my new fine clothes on that I bought.
Mm-hmm.
Giving myself a new look. I left all my gear at the hotel though, so that's not.
I thought you grabbed everything.
No, that's right.
No,
He
I
left his spear and everything. Shit. I didn't even think of that. Looks like you're starting over again, Way.
I mean, I did.
Again.
For the sake of convenience, we can say the party grabbed his stuff when they passed by the rooms.
I mean, the spear might be hard to get out of there unnoticed. The katana, sure, but Or not katana,
It's fine.
broadsword.
It's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I mean, Adam's got a spear. He could probably just carry yours and says he has two for some reason.
Exactly. He's got a spear and a quarterstaff, for fuck's
He's
sake.
dual wielding spears.
Dual wielding
He's
spears.
like, don't fuck with me.
Carries the quarterstaff in his teeth.
Fucking Zoro, that shit.
With the shield on his face like mid now.
Well, yeah, so I have kind of a different look going on here.
Roll disguises!
I will roll a disguise. Oh, wait, you roll a disguise.
We do know how
Oh.
sneaky he is.
You will have advantage.
Okay, I've actually never used a disguise stat. What does that use? Charisma?
It's still intelligence.
Intelligence. Uh-oh.
Int. You got
What is
this.
that? A +1? 13.
13. Hey, look a little different. It's not a terrible disguise. It's not amazing either.
Did you roll with advantage?
No. Did he roll advantage?
No, I only rolled one die.
We'll roll again.
Do it again.
Wait, why do I get a second one?
Because you have the Shrideman helping you.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter because that was a 2. We're not going to go with that one.
Okay.
Alright, there you go.
Fair enough. My character sheet won't load. It's fine, I don't need it right now.
Okay, so I'm going to guess that we're done tying my hair.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. And he's going to hand her a piece of gold. And,
No, she kind of just holds up her hands like, no, please, I don't need it.
oh, but I insist. You helped me terribly here. I couldn't have done it on my own.
She kind of looks at it for a second, takes it. Thank you.
Perfect.
She bows.
Throw it in the donation jar if you don't want it, woman.
She's
No,
gonna
thank
go
you.
buy- She's gonna go buy herself a Crystal Pepsi with that.
Fuck yeah.
Wade kind of puts his hands together and does a little formal bow and takes his cloak, folds it up, tucks it under his arm, and proceeds to walk out,
Okay.
intentionally leaving my hat behind.
Okay.
This is weird.
Where are you going? You going north?
Yeah.
You cutting through the back alley to go into the forest?
Well, I think I said I was going northeast, so I believe my goal is to head kind of this way.
Under
Okay.
the green wander.
Into the green!
As you head toward the outskirts of town, there are guards kind of standing there watching people leave along the road. They occasionally stop people, ask them what their business is.
Oh. But Stinky doesn't have his ID.
I mean, do they have IDs in D&D World? I don't think they do.
I mean, they might, depending on what their business is. Depends on who they are and what they do. What do you do, Way?
Is there anyone else heading outside of town?
Not that
There-
direction.
There are a few people leaving and entering town. It's not like it's uninhabited. It's not like a ton of people either, but there are a few comers and goers. Some of wagons, some on foot.
Okay.
Most are
I'm
stopped
going-
and questioned and sent on their way.
Okay, I'm just going to try and blend in with a group and make my way out.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh, this is going to go bad. Alright, I am not proficient in this. Oh, yeah, naked roll. What are we getting? 17! Hey, that's not bad.
All right. Let me just check here. All right. You manage to blend into a group of travelers kind of leaving altogether. Some are talking, some are just not paying any attention. One of them gets stopped and questioned. The rest kind of continue on, but they're not stopped. And you just kind of blend into that group, kind of standing amongst them, but not really with them easily enough. And you're just kind of ignored. You just kind of pass out of town.
Good job. Now you can go to Galbadia Hotel and hit on the piano singer there. Got out. Just free.
Nice.
Okay. What are you doing? You just gonna wait outside of town?
That's what the plan was.
Start panhandling. Make some money while you're at it.
Okay, then I guess we'll go see how the rest of everyone does.
I mean, I'm guessing there's like nothing really on the outskirts of town here.
Not really.
Trees
It's
here and
mostly just
there.
plains, a couple trees here and there, some shrubbery, some
Farms.
There's a little bit of farmland, yeah.
Pigs.
Okay, let's go see how the other group does. Alright, everybody. You all, with the exception of this maid who is not there, kind of come out a secret entrance kind of here, tucked into like a small shack that's near the park where it's kept like supplies for like keeping the park clean and well taken care of. You kind of push open the trapdoor that opens up into a small shack. So you all make your way out, and now you can just kind of attempt your way.
Okay.
So what do you do?
Loyal is going to sneakily creep out. He's going to look around, see if there's any guards nearby.
Oh, there are.
Okay.
There are a couple patrols passing by.
And they just were paying no mind to a bunch of suspicious characters climbing out of a...
Well, you're not. Are you walking out of the shack altogether, just out of nowhere?
I mean, Lyle's at least peeking his head out.
Well, then you're peeking your head out.
Okay.
Unless you want to give me a stealth roll.
I will do a stealth roll to go and find something to hide behind. As I slip out of the door and try and find some cover so no one immediately sees me.
Okay.
Stealth roll! Sneaky boy.
You slip out silently and kind of get behind the well that's kind of there, kind of quickly, and just kind of look around. No one seems to pay any mind. You kind of stand up and just kind of, as though you were always there.
Act natural.
And you were acting natural.
I'm acting
What are the rest of you
supernatural.
doing?
I'm gonna try and quietly move out of the shack as well. Hopefully not draw any attention.
The one guy that notices first Lyle and then Trail coming out of the shack. Uh-oh.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do to simplify things, because this is more of a challenge than like everyone's gonna start making roll after roll after roll. Your goal is to escape the town,
Yes.
presumably, to head toward that shrine.
Yes.
So, Lyle is leading the way with his stealth roll, so that's already a good success.
All
What
right.
else are you doing to assist in getting up to the northeast part of town? And then what kind of roll would you want to do for that?
Gazelle is walking.
So Gazelle's not
Same.
helping at all.
I was just following everyone else.
All I could use, if we ever encounter any guards that might seem like it'd be difficult to sneak past, I could use prestidigitation to cause a bit of a noise somewhere to try and draw their attention away. So, and I guess that would be Arcana, maybe. See how well I do with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can do that. Go ahead and do that.
Distract the guards while we slip by.
All right. You make your way, and with Lyle leading the pack, kind of steering you guys away from most of the patrols, and Triel kind of using her magic talents to create small distractions here and there to kind of draw attention from the guards while you slip by in a crowd. All right. We'll say that's 2 successes. So you're about here now. So now you can make your last way. There are still more guards patrolling. What do you do? How else do you assist?
Lyle is gonna look to the others and whisper, "The main road seems kind of crowded here. Do you think maybe we should cut behind these houses, go through the woods? Come up here and come this way." He's kind of motioning that way, see what everybody else thinks.
What direction are you saying?
We're here right now. I'm saying, you see where I'm on the map pointing?
Yeah, we're in the square here.
Yes, we're in the square here. I'm saying instead of continue up the main road here, where there's guards everywhere, come up this way and then cut through the woods here. And come out over here.
Somehow think that as the closer we get to the manor, there may be more guards. So it might be better if I take a point and get on top of one of these buildings and look out and see where the guards are.
Okay, scout around. That sounds helpful.
Yeah.
All right, Tori. Then I want you to give me a perception check as you kind of scramble up a building in the back alley and just kind of have a look around.
All right.
Which looks safer.
21.
As you kind of take a look around, kind of gently kind of poking your head up over a building and just kind of looking around, you see there are indeed a lot of guards up near there, but there's still patrols. There's patrols everywhere, but there's definitely a central amount of patrols up here near the manor. So you could cut this way and then cut into the forest that way. That's an option. Or you could continue down this way. There's still patrols, no matter which path you choose. Going to the forest might be better. You just would be better off cutting toward the outside of town, then going north into the forest, rather than going anywhere near the manor.
So, it might be best to... I'm going to relay this information to everybody else. I'm going to climb back down and say it might be better to just cut down into town for a second and then cut right back up into the woods. But we better not go near the manor because there's a lot of guards over there.
Oh, no, it's alright. Sounds like a plan. Everybody, stay close. Don't make any noise. Or sudden movements. Or do anything stupid.
Music changed.
Okay. So you cut down the path and then kind of make a turn, going through the alleys to kind of sneak into the forest. And then you're near the edge of this forest. Directly across, you can see the shrine kind of poking up on a hill a little bit.
Can Gazelle ask for directions?
Sure.
Specifically of a guard.
Why?
Gazelle!
Well, would like to maybe kill Gazelle.
Okay.
Kill him.
Give me... No, that was a gazelle. Alright, you go up to... You kind of separate from the group and go up to one of the patrols of the guards.
Lyle's God, he's like, I'm gonna try and duck behind something and not be anywhere to be seen near Gazelle.
Yeah, Tori is going to probably scramble up to one of the trees nearby and get out of sight. Try to cover herself up with the branches and the leaves.
Otto's not going to do anything weird, and he's just going to keep walking.
4.
Okay.
Oh, I'm dying.
So in this group of guards, there are about 3 guards of the city of Andoran. So they're none of the soldiers from Moros are here. It's just 3 guards of Andoran. They kind of look at you like, what's up, old man?
Nice hat.
Nice hat.
I'm trying to get out of the city, but I got lost.
They kind of blink at you, and they kind of turn and point down the road that way. You just go that way, old man.
Thanks. He just
Well,
smiles.
Okay.
He just smiles at them and then just kind of turns and starts walking.
One of them stops you. He's like, wait a minute. Your face kind of looks familiar.
Uh-oh.
Gazelle kind of squints at the guard. Your face kind of looks familiar, too.
Sir, I think you're going to have to come with us.
Did we go to college together?
No.
Lyle's gonna look up at Tori and, kind of give a nod in that direction while taking out his dagger.
Tori just kind of stares at Lyle and slowly nods her head back and forth. No. No. We're not.
Lyle's kind
Not
of like
when we're this close.
he's like silently motioning toward her. He's pointing. He points at the dagger, and then points at the guards, and then makes a little stabbing pantomime, and is like, moving his lips like, he's trying to argue with her, but he's not saying anything out loud.
And Tori shakes her head more vigorously back and forth. No.
Adam is also shaking his head.
Lyle
So real.
Lyle grits his teeth, and he brushes his cape aside, puts his dagger away, pulls out his hand crossbow and brandishes that, and holds it up like, eh. And then pantomimes a motion, like, aiming in the direction. And
Tori looks over and around, and I want to roll perception.
Go ahead. Gazelle, two of them kind of flank you and kind of put their hands on your shoulders.
Shit. Fuck. Yeah, do something else. I ain't seeing anything. Do I know any spells?
Gazelle, what do you do?
Sorry.
Gazelle just kind of tilts his head. What you doing there?
You're coming with us. You're a suspect in the arson cases.
Lyle is going to put away his hand crossbow. He's not going to
ask you some questions.
Anything violent, but he is going to
no idea.
I'm going to run up on the guards and try and snatch one of their purses.
Oh my
As
god.
they're manhandling Gazelle.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check.
Not very good.
+5 to your sleight of hand.
know.
First time you've gotten to use it.
Right.
You fucking blew it.
All right. Well, you quickly kind of run over. You grab the purse of the one who's not holding on to Gazelle, and you kind of yank it, and you kind of start. What do you do? You have it in your hand.
I yank it and I shake it in his face and yell, "Smell you later, coppers!" And I just run down the street.
Okay. He
I'm
looks down at the person
over
like,
here.
Hey!
I'm gonna run.
And he
this
starts.
way.
And he starts chasing after you. The 2 other guards like, ah, shit. And one of them stays with you, Gazelle, and the other falls after him. He's like, stay with him. Take him back.
All right, epic chase scene. Oh my god.
Give me athletics checks. Give me an athletics check, Lyle.
An athletic check.
Yes, because you're running. You're sprinting.
Okay. Lyle is running like hell. Oh, Jesus.
You're running for a while, but you start to lose your breath. They're starting to catch up. What do you do?
I'm going to open the bag and splash the coins out behind me
Oh,
so that
dick
the
move.
try and lure the attention of the pedestrians while I say, "Give back to the poor! Steal from the rich! Give to the poor!"
What the fuck?
All right. Well, they start to catch up to you, but you kind of swing at the bag, losing all the coins that was in it. Some of the people around are like, "Oh shit, free gold!" They start reaching, going for it, and they get in the way of the guards, and like, "Ah, fuck!" They try to push their way past, and you continue on.
Can I roll another perception?
Sure.
Come on.
Adam will help.
I would like to next round, I was started here, right?
Yes. So I
So-
presume you went this way.
Yes, I went this way. I'd like to round this corner and try and find a place to hide while
Okay.
shenanigans
Hang on,
ensue.
I gotta re-roll or refresh.
If I could,
There we go.
if I could step.
In case you didn't.
Damn.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. I was gonna say Adam was helping, but
it was all the way at the top and it said 3, but now it's down here and it says 21. Sweet. Okay. I'm looking. I want to look for any sort of cart or market stall.
Sure. There's a couple carts kind of just hoisted away in the back of these shops.
Okay. I'm gonna draw my bow from the cover of the tree, and I'm gonna shoot one of my fire arrows at the market stall.
Okay. Stationary object. Let's see how bad the fire goes. Okay, it's bad. It catches, and apparently something in it was particularly flammable, so it catches pretty quickly. And smoke starts to rise. The guard that was holding Gazelle is like, "Come on, old man!" And he stops and wait. He kind of turns and looks. And he starts seeing some smoke. Oh fuck! So he just leaves you. He leaves you, Gazelle. He just goes to try and deal with the fire starting.
Gazelle just kind of looks over. Oh, huh. Then he shrugs and starts walking down the path.
About where are we now on the map
Okay.
here?
So most
right
of
here?
you, eventually, most of you can make your way there by rounding around. Gazelle just walks. The rest of you kind of skirt by in the back alleys, and Lyle returns and sneaks back up here.
Oh, I actually made that. Cool. I rule.
Yeah.
Lyle's gonna burst out of the alley and then, suddenly stop. He's gonna wipe the sweat from his forehead, brush himself off, straighten out his tunic and his cape and stuff, and then, try and act natural like he's not restraining a wheeze as he casually walks down the road.
Hori's gonna elbow Lyle in the gut.
Oof!
What were you thinking?
Saving this idiot! He motions toward Gazelle.
You could have got caught yourself. The hell?
Well,
Gazelle just kind of shrugged.
could have. I had it under control. I know what I'm doing. This ain't my first rodeo.
Did you? Did you really?
They're not after us, are they?
let's just go.
There's a commotion building as people are starting to gather, trying to deal with the fire that's kind of spreading.
Yeah, let's go.
Get out of here before the
I gotta make another fire thing. Hold on.
more guards show up.
Oh lord.
So many fires in the city. Definitely an arsonist on the loose.
Well, that's what the guard. Huh? What do you do? The shrine is right there.
I don't know if we want to stop or if we want to just get out of here while we can. I think Wei probably would have left.
Well, we don't know that. Do we?
Well, just sneak in and see if he's in there.
Okay.
Gazelle looks over at Tori and then nods and then starts walking towards the shrine.
Also, does anyone else see the dog face on this tree right here?
I do. It's a doggy.
Yeah, that's a dog.
All right.
Adam just kind of like tugs the back of. Is Gazelle even wearing a shirt at this point?
He never put one on. He put pants on, but he
still
never
naked.
put a shirt on.
He put his robe on.
He put his robe on, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Alright,
he's just gonna very lightly tug the back of Gazelle's robe.
Lyle's gonna go over to the shrine and he's gonna, he's gonna look around real quick, see if he spots Way outside and take a peek inside.
The shrine grounds there are 4 people there. They're kind of now focused on the fire that's building across the street. Kind of looking at, oh my gosh.
Lyle just kind of,
As
he's gonna,
commotion starts to build.
he walks by.
You see a hat on the floor
Ooh,
on some steps leading to the major shrine.
Okay. Lyle's gonna, he takes note of the hat and he's just walking by. He says, what is the road coming to? Oh my god. You can't even take your children for a walk in this neighborhood anymore. My god. And he's gonna just walk past the shrine maidens and he's gonna pick up the straw hat, give it a quick look over, and just shrug, put it on his head, and then slink away.
Gazelle's falling up the stairs behind you.
Wait, you said stairs? You didn't say anything
Yes.
about stairs.
There are stairs.
Hold on.
Stairs and steps.
It's fine. You already did it.
Uh-oh.
Oh my
You
god!
trip on the stairs and the steps and fall flat on your face. The hat goes flying.
Nice.
Lyles gets up and he rubs his head. Oh, fucking, are you serious? Who needs stairs? Fuck. And he just grumbles to himself. He picks up the hat, puts it back on, and he whispers loudly to Gazelle, like, let's go, he's not here. Looks like he split. He was definitely here, though, so we're on the right side of town, at least.
Gazelle just kind of nods slowly. Sounds good.
Hold on.
Not whispering or anything.
Hold on. And he takes the hat off of Gazelle, the flower hat, and, hooks it like a frisbee, and then puts Way's straw hat on Gazelle's head. Come on, old man, let's go.
Hey! I like that.
Josh, you need a new disguise because you went and got yourself conspicuous.
I only got lost a little bit. It's fine.
Just follow me. Don't get lost. Don't ask anybody for help unless it's me.
Mm,
Okay, I'm going to try and meet back up with the others. I'm going to say, he's already gone. Let's just get out of here.
You are kind of gathered amongst a growing crowd that's kind of looking toward the fire concernedly. So you've got a place to hide. But guards are starting to gather. People are gathering. Attention is being drawn.
Okay.
Tori grabs everybody's attention and says, "We should get out of here now." More guards are showing up at the fire.
Says,
Adam
could
nods.
Not agree
Yeah.
more. Let's go.
I'm still walking.
Gazelle shrugs and starts walking as well.
Okay, you reach the edge of the city. That's road leading out, with people kind of stopping near it, kind of looking toward where the smoke is. There are guards, including Imperium soldiers, kind of looking toward the fire with suspicion. They start to look more closely at the people standing on the road.
Good thing we're not standing and we're walking out of town.
Okay. Sure. I'm just assuming we're continuing to move.
Are you just going to try to leave, walking past the guards? Are you going to try to be inconspicuous? What are you doing?
Well,
Where are the guards?
I mean,
They're kind of watching the road right there.
there's not really a way to sneak past them.
Could go. No, I don't know.
I mean, if we're,
Uh,
I mean, we could maybe go through this thicket of trees, but I feel like that would just be more suspicious.
We could do that.
maybe, yeah.
I will say foot traffic has stopped around here. The people entering the city and the people leaving the city have stopped doing so and are now watching what's going on in the distance. Some are starting to leave, some are just kind of gathering, talking.
How many guards are there?
About, in total,
Yeah, over watching the gate or watching the patrolling the road over here.
well, at this point, I would say the guards of Andoran have left and are going into the city to try and help with the fire, and all that are left are Imperium soldiers. So there are about 6 of them, and the typical heavy armor. There's one that's more particularly armed, looking a bit taller and more decorated. He's kind of looking over the crowd and kind of muttering to his soldiers around him.
All right, Lyle is going to suggest we sneak behind the shrine and leave this way. He's like, this is getting a little too risky.
Yeah, I think we should definitely play it low key right now.
Yeah.
So Lyle's just gonna slowly slink back into the alley over here.
Okay.
Just walk backwards.
You kind of walk in the area between the shrine and the next building over.
Well, he's watching the fire and kind of glancing toward the armored soldiers as he slinks back into the alley. Looks around. He's like, okay, there's got to be a way out of here.
I'm gonna scramble up a tree and check out this area over here. See if I can't see any guards posted
Okay.
up.
Go ahead.
Okay. 13.
You don't need a high perception because he's not trying to hide. There is a guard or two kind of watching this area, kind of walking back and forth, kind of going down the hill and then heading this way. One's kind of staying stationary, kind of watching the situation unfold, but also watching this area.
Yeah,
I was gonna call him. What do you see?
there's a guard patrolling the area and one staying stationary. He's distracted by the fire, but he's still keeping an eye on what's going on around here. But it's better than the 6 Imperiums.
Are these like Andoran guards? Are these soldiers?
This one is an Andoran guard.
Andoran guards.
Okay, so Lyle's like, shit. Okay. Okay, we could deal with this. Let's see. A moment.
Our disguises aren't going to be worth anything to these guys. They're going to know we're up to something if we're heading this way.
Lyle's like,
If only we could knock him out somehow.
I was like,
Need another distraction.
we don't need to be so violent. Maybe there's a more diplomatic solution to this problem.
I'm gonna like, I'll say hold that thought. And Triel, is there anything that you might know? Any spells you know that could help us out here?
Aaron, Aaron,
She's gonna be thinking.
Aaron,
What?
you're breathing heavy into your mic. It's coming up.
Sorry.
Well, I could do prestidigitation, which could be a distraction, but I don't think that's gonna work too well.
Well, like, all right. Here's what we're gonna do. Trill, I need you to make some noise. Back toward the road. And you're gonna leave the rest to me.
All right.
Alright. Lyle's gonna take a deep breath and, prepare himself. Rubs his hands together. Clears his throat. Okay. Ready when you are.
Hold on, let me just look for a good spell for this.
Big old boom, man.
Big old dangle.
You know, this one could be fun. I'm gonna avoid aiming it towards anyone, but I am going to be casting Ice Knife, throwing it right into the middle of the road. So you see Trio form a blade made of ice, toss it, sticks into the road, and then it explodes.
Damn. Okay, so as soon.
Okay, so let me clarify what you're doing, so I understand. You're going to throw an ice knife into the road where the crowd is gathering.
Try and avoid. Yeah, I want to try and avoid getting it too close to anyone. Just want to try and have it more be a distraction than an attack.
What about the little pond? Because the guards are here and here, right?
Going into the pond.
Would make a good boom. There, right?
Actually, yeah, can't really make anything go boom, but I could probably make, some sort of ice form appear with Ray of Frost. That could draw attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So we're gonna make a fake ice monster or something.
Yeah, some sort of ice figure in this lake here,
Nice.
out of using Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Well, okay. Give me an Arcana check.
All right.
Okay, so you kind of lean out from one of the trees, kind of pointing your fingers toward this lake, this little pond, and you shoot a ray of frost. You start freezing it over, letting the ice kind of crackle as it spreads over the water. The guard let's see if he does. The guard will notice it and begin to head towards it, kind of like, what the fuck? Why is this freezing over? And he's going to start investigating it.
And that's the one stationary guard that was over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you have a moment to run past him if you want.
I'm still worried about the other guard that's over here.
He has not noticed.
Alright, well... Then, what I'm going to do...
Is this line near the trees like a fence or something?
That is like a hill.
Oh, it's a hill, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Well... What I'm going to do... Lyle's going to... run through the woods toward the guard who's over here. He's gonna start shouting, "Oh my god! Oh my god! It's a monster! The bad guys! They've come!" I'm gonna run toward the
Guard
guard.
looks up at you. I was like, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
The guys, the arsonists, they summoned a monster, and he's gonna point toward the pond. And he's like, "It's terrible."
He's gonna groan. It's like, all right, just stand aside. And he runs past you.
Okay. Now Lyle, while he's standing there, he's like, "Please, you have to stop it. There's so many bad things happening in this town. I just feel so unsafe." And he's gonna, while
he runs away.
He's gonna motion with his hand for the others to come along the tree line.
All right.
Okay.
Tori's gonna run out from the tree line and out to where Lyle is and
Lyle's
start booking it.
Slink back, and then I'm gonna book it too once the others start making their way up.
Okay, you make it past the tree line and start booking into the outer plains of the city, into the farmland and whatnot.
Off we go.
And you have escaped the city. There's a growing cloud of smoke coming from where you set that fire. It was very flammable, apparently.
Oh, geez.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
We're gonna burn the city down.
Maybe we are the bad guys.
Maybe.
It's hard to tell.
I mean, maybe.
I could have
I
done.
just wanted to ask for
Well,
directions.
there we go.
You guys are the ones who just decided you wanted to light a fire.
I just froze a pond. That's all.
You killed all those fish.
Way, you see the commotion happening, and you see a cloud of smoke rising.
I run toward it because my sense of justice compels me to save innocent lives. Party screams.
Well, I'm thinking, how would Wei react in this situation? I don't have a spyglass because those cost way too much money in D&D World for some asinine reason.
Well, yeah. I mean, it would give you a advantage on your perception on anything, or on all rolls.
Like the most expensive thing in the book.
How much is a spyglass?
Like 10,000 gold.
Damn.
What? Really?
Jesus.
Yeah, when we were last session, I was looking up like all the shop items, and I'm like, what the hell? Why is that thing so much?
10,000 gil. Damn.
All right. Wei wants to go check it out, but Wei knows to sit tight. He did say he would wait for the people here.
Okay, so you're just gonna stay where you are?
Wei's gonna hang out. Me as a player doesn't want to do that, but Wei does.
Okay. What are the rest of you gonna do to try to find Wei? You do not know where he is.
Way!
I scream.
Way!
Oh god.
Hypersonic screech. Do it.
Auto screams? Oh no.
Blake, give me a perception check.
Gazelle starts shouting, "Do you know the way?"
The DM dropped the
Perception
meteor on
is
Gazelle.
14.
14. You've heard that distinct shriek before.
I look up. I look around.
You don't see them nearby, but you heard it from that direction.
The robot?
The robot.
Where's the robot?
You start hearing people very in the distance calling your name.
What? Get the fuck over here!
I will head towards the voices,
All right.
or I know this is Otto.
Mm-hmm. In short order, you regroup with the others, kind of all gathering in near a farmhouse on the outskirts of town. It's kind of just not particularly busy, so you manage to hide there. See?
All right.
We see
Gazelle
Wake
crosses his arms as we reunite with Way. I knew you'd know the way.
Well, it's like, thank.
Wade just kind of puts his hand out and kind of keeps him at bay, like, thank you, old man.
I was like, I was afraid we were going to have to leave without you.
This is
Well-
a busy farmhouse.
I stepped out, and they noticed me right away. Yeah, I don't know what these soldiers are doing here, but I don't have a good vibe about it. I was afraid that if I acted too suspicious, they would move in on me.
Miles crossed his arms like, yeah, well, I don't really want to stay and find out what they want exactly. But I got a feeling we probably shouldn't show our faces around here again anytime soon.
That's why I changed my look a little bit.
I see that, looking spiffy.
As I see you did too, Mr. Clownface.
Hey.
Grabs your nose and honk honk.
Miles kind of like furrows his brow as Way's honking, squished his fake nose, and he just like pulls it off of his face and, you know, rolls it up and he's like, yeah. Anyway, it was no easy task getting out of here. I'm used to people not liking me. I'm not used to them not liking me this much. It looks like we really ruffled some feathers with this Silver Syndicate job.
Yeah, this is a surprising amount of attention for some crime lord.
He kind of, reaches and jingles his purse a little bit, and he's like, it was good pay, but I don't know if it was worth the trouble.
Well, we're here now.
Alas.
So what's the fire in town?
Yeah, it's called Gazelle is a Moron.
Yeah, you sobered up yet, old man?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Was anyone injured?
I didn't start that fire.
Well, I was like, it's under control. The guards are handling it.
Way kind of does a little scally face. Okay.
Where do we go now?
Well, as we discussed earlier, then God, I wish I could remember the names of all the locations. I really need that map with all the names on it. Yeah. Well, I was gonna whip out a map and say, well, seeing as we are no longer welcome here in Alteraam, then we discussed it. We figure we'll keep each other company going here from Alteraam up as far as Changshan, the capital here in Changsha, and then try and head toward eastern Wuling. He says, pointing
Okay.
at the map.
Out of character, by the way, did you guys grab my stuff when you guys left the hotel?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we agreed that we did.
Okay. Whale kind of ask real fast. That sounds like a good plan. Did anyone by chance grab my bags? I was not expecting to not go back.
Yeah, that's a gal who roused us. Brought your things. Hold on. Lyle is going to return Way's bag, but not his purse.
I mean, my satchel was actually on me.
Oh, well,
I had-
that's why you didn't return it.
I had gold to give to the
That's why.
lady because you take donations to a church.
It's true.
Adam just kind of reaches behind himself and takes out a second spear and hands it to Way.
Yeah, Lyle's just gonna toss the bag to Way and Adam fork over the spear.
Yeah, Tori doesn't say anything, hand away anything, but I just wanted to talk.
All right, Wei kind of reaches into its bag and pulls out the map that I picked up.
Yeah. Lyle says, once we reach East Wuling,
Which is this map right here?
we'll figure out what to do. I want to head north, but the others are looking to meet up with Eldon, so we'll see what happens. So we might end up being traveling companions for a little while longer, depending on if you want to tag along, which, if you want to stay here, by all means, friend, but old Lyle here, he's going to make himself real scarce.
Well, my goal is to travel and see the land, but I have been to the was that Yi Gildias? I can't read that.
That was the town you were at.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. I've actually been there. Those town folk are very, very nice. They're very welcoming too. So, if we need to stop anywhere nearby before we head out for a longer journey, that's probably a safe haven.
Lyle rubs his chin.
Is there a good?
It's not a bad idea.
Is there a good path
And
through
there's
the mountains
actually
through there?
there's a small path through the mountains here that I took.
Sounds inconspicuous. I like. You might have to be our guide then, buddy.
Ah, sounds good. I've been this way before. I did not go north of Wuling though. I kept south around Chengdu and Chiang Mai over here.
It'll be an adventure then.
Anywhere's better than here at this point.
You can say that again. Well, lets out kind of a sad sigh. Though, I will miss the women of the Silken Thorn. He puts a hand over his heart.
There'll be other whorehouses.
I'm
Yeah.
sure they miss you too, buddy.
I'll bet they do. Lyle says proudly. I'll come see him
Alright.
again once things blow over a little bit.
Anyway, I think we should put some distance between us and Andoran.
Agreed.
Lyle's like, yeah, though our hasty exit did not allow for me to make adequate preparations for extended travel. So we might be in a bit of a predicament if we can't find another town ASAP.
That's why I said we can go to Gildas. It's just up the road here.
Yeah, that's still like I don't know if I have enough rations for the trip. We're gonna. Any of you know how to hunt?
Adam just kind of stares blankly. It's like that's what I do, sir.
Yeah, I mean, kind of have a
What?
bow and arrow on me all times, so
Well,
can literally catch a elk on my feet.
I knew I liked you guys.
The great sorcerer Gazelle can hunt.
Yeah, the great sorcerer Gazelle could stay in Andoran if he can't get his act together.
Yeah.
You almost got us
Why
killed,
did you
old man.
go? Yeah. Why'd you go and talk to that guard?
I lost track of you guys, and then I got worried. So,
But
yeah.
we were behind. Like, we were with you.
You gotta remember to turn around.
I forget to do that sometimes.
Well, it's just like he groans and rubs his forehead.
He has object permanence issues.
He's just,
Spirits help me.
let's
See now.
Okay, well, let's try and make tracks and find a place where we can make camp for the night.
Okay.
We still got plenty of time before nightfall, but let's not squander it. Let's try and make as much distance as we can and find a good spot where we're not likely to get rousted in the middle of the night.
Okay, so then here's what's going to happen. I presume that you guys are going to make a long way around Andoran so you're not too close to the city as you make your way around so you can head westward.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Northwestward. Alright, so that's going to take a bit because you have to make a long way around to keep a fair distance away. The smoke continues to rise. The fire continues to grow. It's not going well for them. Fucking Jesus Christ.
Well,
It's fine, we're not there anymore.
It's not your problem anymore, so.
Yeah, they were gonna get us all killed anyway, so whatever.
And then you start making your way northwestward, eventually returning to the road once you're got enough distance away. And it's mostly plains with a few batches of forestry here and there and a couple tree lines you pass by. Before long, as the day begins to give way to the night, you stop at one of these small forests and you venture inside, looking for a place to set up camp.
I need kitty cuddles.
While they set up camp, I want to try my hand at hunting.
Okay, so you eventually find a place, a clearing, to start setting up camp. And Tori, you can go ahead and give me your survival check.
Can Adam offers to help?
That's up to Tori.
Of course, I don't mind.
Then you have advantage, where you can roll, whichever.
We'll both roll.
Or you
Okay.
can roll with advantage, whichever you want to do.
Oh, I have a 16.
Okay, well then that's your roll.
Let's see, that was what check was that again?
Nope, because
Oh, he
Tori
rolled.
rolled with advantage. It was either
That's
you
fine.
both roll individually or one of you rolls with advantage.
That's fine. It worked out okay.
It worked out just fine, as you killed a fucking elk that had been
Nice.
grazing.
Yeah.
Shot it in its neck, and its small child watches in horror.
This is the way. Take it back to camp and got it.
I'm a small child.
You are a small child. Yue passed you on the head as you watch this horror.
I've seen a lot of things die. Okay.
Last couple days, yeah.
I'm gonna hang it up. I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna skin it, and I'm gonna harvest the meat, and I'm going to get rid of the organs.
That's the part Otto's horrified by.
We need a scream.
I don't want to scream again.
do it again.
I'm gonna need a scream.
Loud.
Tori takes the elk's antlers and puts them on her head. Or no, she puts them on Otto's head.
I don't want this.
But it
Adam.
looks cute.
Well,
Adam just kind of laughs a little bit.
You get a good amount of rations out of that, I'll say. So, like, at least a day or two's worth of food, if you sparse it out
And jerkify it.
and jerkify it.
I mean, I would think that killing a whole elk would be at least 6 days. worth of meat. I mean, I cooked a turkey the other day, and I'm pretty sure I can eat that thing for the rest of my life.
There are 8 of you,
There are.
so
Yeah, there's a lot of people
Well,
to feed.
7 really, because Otto doesn't eat meat.
there's 7 people. That's still a lot of people.
Mm. It's
We'll be all right.
You can hunt more. There's always more animals to kill.
Is there a river
Yep.
nearby?
This is true.
There's a
Well,
stream into the forest, yes. There's a small stream.
I could kill
Are
the
there
river.
fishies? Do I see fish?
Well, either way, I think we're okay for now. So
You see like small fish going into a pond and then going into another stream.
Lyle's going to take off his shoes, go stand out in the river, and he's gonna leave his shoes and cape and gloves behind, and he's gonna stand there, and he's gonna be like trying to show off for everybody as he attempts to be cool and snatch a fish out of the river with his bare hands.
Give me a
He's
survival check.
Beat it to death with his shoes.
Survival.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll dexterity instead?
No.
Sleight of hand.
No. You managed to catch a fish.
Woo!
It is about the size of your hand.
Lyle snatches at the fish and holds it up like, yeah! You see that? Who's watching? Trail, did you
Adam.
see that? Trail,
Adam applauds.
Trail.
The trio's
Tor-
busy just prepping the meat.
No, Tori. Tori, you saw that, right?
Yeah,
What'd you do?
what?
There's a...
Adam.
Oh, is that a fish? Did you, find that?
Yeah, I caught it.
Adam's just applauding.
He looks over at
Is up
him.
pat Lyle on the back.
He just like
Good job.
tosses the fish to Gazelle and just walks away.
Gazelle, catches the fish. Hey,
I assume it's still
he
flopping
walks
around.
He walks over to the stream. He kind of looks down, and he takes his other hand and just kind of like opens it, clenching his fist for a second, and then he just pulls back his fist and he punches down at the water,
Okay.
and lightning sparks from his hand.
This is personal, River.
Oh no!
Oh,
So he's,
Wait, aren't you standing in the river?
He is. He is.
he walks to the edge of it.
I'm
Give
pretty
me a
sure
damage
you said
roll.
you walked into the water.
I did not say into the water.
Roll your damage.
Okay. Punchy punch.
4 damage. You punch the water. The water sparks as lightning kind of shoots through it. And 3 fish kind of just float and start just floating down the stream on the surface. Very dead.
Gazelle, they just nodded, and then
But about the same size as the vials.
Lyles
And then-
watches and says, I could do that too.
Gazelle hurriedly walks over to collect the fish.
I just
Now
wasn't-
he's in
I
gets
just-
into the water.
I just wasn't showing off.
Adam just kind of watches and nods.
Lyle shakes his head and he goes over to see what Trail's doing. She's messing with the meat. He's like, hey girl.
Oh my god.
I got some meat you can mess with.
You're pretty good at handling that meat.
Do you really think it's a good idea to hit on me while I'm wielding a large knife?
Lyle's kind of... He maintains his smile, his eyes drifts to the knife, and then back to Creel. He's like, wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh my god.
Adam just kind of snickers.
Jill just sighs, shakes her head, and goes back to prepping the elk meat.
Yule is gathering up berries and flowers and whatnot, and is gathering up around her as she starts to work on something.
Wiles kind of sighs and shrinks back when Trio starts ignoring him. He's like, man, you know what I regret? I regret not getting a big juicy hamburger when we were at Silk and Thorn. You know, I've been craving it since we left town. Big ol' juicy hamburger. You think we could hunt hamburgers out here?
Probably
No.
not very easily, no.
Do you know how they make hamburgers?
Of course I know how they make hamburgers. Duh.
I
Not stupid.
I mean, I guess he most knows. I guess he knows.
Everybody bought it.
It's just joking. He sweats and walks away.
Gazelle returns with the 3 fish plus the one that Lyle threw at him, which is still alive, by the way, flopping around in his arms, on top of the other dead fish. Is it what do I do with these? Says Triel.
Just go work with them in a bit.
Miles says, well, you should put the one out of its misery at least.
Triel grabs the still living one, quickly chops off its head.
Miles like, wow, you didn't even hesitate.
Gazelle just kind of nods. Impressive.
Miles gonna pick up the fish head and he's gonna kind of look it over, and then he's gonna hold it up to Otto. Say, look, it looks kind of like you.
All right, I will say right now I'm getting kind of tired, so if we can wrap it up soon,
Okay.
I'd appreciate it.
I'm not headless.
Well, no, the head looks kind of like look, it's gray. It's got the big eyes and the little, and he squeezes it so that the mouth opens and closes like the big yappy mouth.
Like yours.
No, like
Fucking roasted.
I don't know. Otto's got a point there.
Wells kind of looks at the fish head again, and then he's like, man, you know, I should have took my chances in Android.
Adam just kind of smirks.
He just walks over.
Otto's gonna go see what Yue's doing.
He just tosses the fish head back into the pile of meat that Trail's working on and goes to sit under a tree. Kick back.
Alright.
Not help.
Well, as Storm has requested, I'm gonna not lie, my head's hurting and I want to go to bed because my head hurts.
We can set up camp for the night. It's a good place to stop, I think.
So, alright, so I'll just go ahead and wind us down here. So you guys all sit down around the campfire, you start cooking your fish, cooking your meat. Yue appears to have been gathering herbs and flowers and berries, and it appears to be working on some kind of tonic, which I will now explain exactly what she can do so she can provide some use. During your downtime, she can take time, as long as she can gather the right materials and herbs and whatnot, she can create tonics. And for now, she can create a healing tonic, which will mimic the effects of a basic healing potion, or she can create antidotes to deal with common poisons and kind of lessen the effect of heavier poisons. And she can, during combat, she can cast some spells, given that she is a Genji, but during combat, she can also stabilize one of you if you go down, and also give you a temporary healing of 1d6. So that's what she's going to provide, and she will
Our
get better.
healer.
Yes.
Yay.
This is the start of your healer, who's a doctor, and D&D doesn't like doctors.
We saved our white mage. Now we have a white mage. Whoa!
Yeah.
I'm tired.
So you now have one tonic, one healing tonic to add to your whatever one you want. So I'm just gonna put it in there as a
Nice.
thing,
Cool.
and she will keep it on her person unless one of you asked for it.
And do we level up?
I don't think we should. Didn't we level up last time?
No, we
No.
leveled up right before we fought Kongol.
Yep.
After we beat up the Bone Pit guy.
Yep.
Not quite yet.
So we should be getting close, probably. But I mean, it's milestones, so it's really going to depend on when we reach the next major story beat, I guess.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. No, we'll hold off of it for now.
Okay. Fine.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I've been anticipating it'll probably happen soon, so I've been thinking about what I'm going to do. Everybody
It will
else should
happen
probably
soon.
Think about it.
Level 4, baby. Can't wait.
And then we will sit. And then night will fall, and everyone will settle down for camp.
Wild watch.
After successfully escaping Andoran.
He's going to take first watch since he didn't help with preparing.
We're not worrying about that right now. It's wrapping down time.
I'm watching anyway.
Not wrapping up time.
I don't really sleep, so
You can't stop me
I
from
think we'll be
watching.
fine.
I'm watching.
Otto is best sentry.
Fell asleep, sorry.
Nice.
As Lyle falls asleep when he's supposed to be on watch, and Otto has to take charge of the watch, we close the curtains.
Yay!
Yay!
New chapter.
Another great session, guys and girls.
Yeah.
Woo.
I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
I hope you liked it.
I did. Thank you for helping me get my mind off things for a while.
I'm glad to help
Yeah.
you.
No problem, man.
Just super
Yeah.
appreciative.
For sure.
Okay,
Beat up Nick
let's get him.
and ZTRL.
Yeah.
Beat everybody up. Alright, I'm gonna stop the recording now. So, bye YouTube.
Okay, bye, YouTube.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Goodbye.